company's Black Series Edition LLC Crystal Edge Technology screens, and a segment we like to call Cardboard PC Kingdom, where we build PCs out of cardboard. This is going to involve our new gaming technology screen paint, which is the dedicated Apex Gamer Black, and some other cool stuff we're going to be working on. So, again, we go through this a lot, we do it a lot. Pretty much people coming and making false accusations, and chances are we have to come in and we have to put them on blast. So we had to do a YouTuber who for some reason thought this surface right here was actually a white piece of paper that had a hole in it, and that was on both sides of the screen, was basically producing this high, amazing color. But I'm flattered by that he would get mistaken by thinking that was a white sheet of paper with a hole in it. Because again, that shows you how amazing that technology is, right? So amazing, it's so unbelievable. All right, so let's do it first. What I'm going to do is, oh, by the way, can't see through it. We're going to start doing that from now on. We're going to start doing a demonstration with show that piece of paper. So let me show the board that you can't see through it, because we don't want people to think at the end of the day that, you know, we got to cheat and cut a hole in the piece of paper and do it that way. All right, so Cat's going to run on camera like he usually likes to get on camera. Let's go over to his site, because he made this Cinemax mix, well, some kind of mix he called it, and the day was supposed to be the same as ours. We're going to do a little comparison. There's Taco the cat. If you don't know, he likes to be on camera. So Taco will come on here every single time that camera's on and sit right in front of the screen. Someone said he should get him a commercial because he likes the camera so much, but no, I don't want my cat a part of Hollywood. Right, he'll sit right there. He likes to be on camera, likes to get a shot in there. Ain't that right, Taco? Alright, now come out of here real quick. What did we got in here we're looking at? That's our other site right there. We're checking out the there. The updates are doing that. Get that out of there. That's picking out the color onyx, but for some reason somebody thought onyx was gray. Anyway, let's go over here and pull up. Let me see. And notice we're in a fully lit environment. As always, got to break out those meters. Meter, poking meter. Had a wife and couldn't keep her. But I can show up our meter readings in our environment because we got a lot of light in here, as you can see. Nice and bright. There is the P2 demonstration promo, which people should be able to match that thing, but they can't because, again, they don't have the proper screen. Alright, so let's go over here. I wonder if the video was deleted. It might have been deleted, I don't know. Gotta have deleting videos. Let's see what we got on here. There we go. See if I can find that video. Let's see. Yep, this is it right here. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna do it side by side. We're gonna show his video first, and we're gonna show what ours looks like. Mine's being on this is on our screen. This is the technology he claims that he was able to duplicate. Free do-it-yourself, ultra dark, superior gunmetal Cinemax, save hundreds. So he said he can do it himself, right? I don't see any new videos posted on your account. I don't see why you would post any new videos. The last couple of days have been extremely embarrassing for him. We had to sit down and break down and explain to him what copyrights, the difference between copyrights and trademarks and all that stuff. So, yeah, if he knew the difference, he wouldn't have perjury on his account. All right, so let me show you right here what the title's called. Let's get our meters out here too. I do like to show off our meters. And as you can see, it has it Crows free do-it-yourself ultra dark superior gunmetal. It's ultra black, buddy, but ultra superior gunmetal, save hundreds. So this screen he has right here, the screen paint, is supposed to do the same thing our paint's doing here. So let's come over here. Coming from a person we get tons of cancellations from. Now, as you see, meters don't pick up because, again, environment's super bright. Take my hand and move it over so it's actually working. Take it away. Boom. Gone. That's how much light we have in this environment. Super, super bright in here. All right, now we're going to come over here and we're going to do this demonstration side by side. So we're going to pick his video and match his video. So right here, let's see what comes up first. If we can get the video, let's mind to fight for that baby. So let's see. All right, we got a guy down on a basketball court. So you can find that video on the RN. See how the contrast changes, how it's washed out on his end. When we switch over our side, we pick up contrast. This is the gunmetal technology we developed. Has the ability to pick up amazing contrast levels. And one of his demonstrations was trying to compare us to a black surface. So we thought the screen was black, and then we had to pour out demonstration, do a side by side, to show you the black quasar next to this, and you can clearly see it's gray. But it has a shifting technology. This is what happens when you do too much. The word is do too much. All right, so let me see on our end. What we have over here. There we go, there's our demonstration. Make sure we get this. Okay, there's our demonstration right there. Let's see, Samsung OLED demonstrations. Play all of them. Let's get in there. Yeah, we had somebody come in and they thought, I'm actually flattered by that statement. I really am. Even though he was nasty and smart about it. But yeah, the fact that you mistaken my screen and thought it was a hole and a white sheet of paper, and that's the only reason why our image was coming up so clean. No, you can't see through that surface. That's actually our product painted on that surface. It's called a splatter screen. We've been doing it for years. That's the ones that started that craziness. That craziness. How dare you start that craziness? Let's see, we're going to get it up here. It's probably from this one right here. So we'll check the list. They bought it for the Samsung's. Let's click here. See here. See here. No. Let's see, this guy right here. Pause right there. That's us. Let's go over to his demonstration. Let's go back and forth and break it down. There we go. So, there's the woman on a loop. As you can see, you see that washed out area in the screen where it's gray? Because the screen is gray. I don't know. I've done this on forum sites already, and they're just sitting there baffled at where in the world would he think a screen as dark as yours would be the same thing as a gray screen. We've been having this conversation back and forth with him, where he thinks for some reason his gray screen paint magically pulls these insane contrast levels, and again, no. So as you can see, the woman on the hoop with the QLED is basically coming up gray on this screen, not black. But if we go over to our demonstration over here, there we go. This is how the woman comes up on our screen, because our screen can mimic a heavy contrast level. See how much better the purples look? I told you, when it comes to black, that in heavy contrast levels, the most important thing is that contrast level, because that affects color. It affects a lot of stuff at the end of the day. Believe it or not, it'll affect your white levels too, believe it or not. Yes, it does. So, keep in mind that black level is very important. That's why you have it on your projector. So why your projector doesn't say a 2,000,000:1 white level, so it's a 2,000,000:1 contrast level. Because that contrast absorbs sunlight too on top of that sunlight. Sorry, my fault. We do. Y'all don't. Absorbs lighting in the environment. So, see how the silk looks on her shirt? Or pantsuit, or we're going to call it. Look how shiny the loop looks with the black background. And then, look at this. Boom. Completely washed out. I bought a QLED TV, and it looked like this when I plugged it in, and I'm definitely going back to get my money back, or get another one, because something's wrong with it. have the woman with the, oh, got these right here. I'll take all these. Oh, definitely all these, yeah. There we go. Now you see how washed out that screen looks, how gray it is? That is washed out. There's the glass of wine. Look at all the gray here, completely washed out. The screen is displaying a gray screen. That looks just like Network Gray 773 from here. Apple Barrel, Slip Silver, Micro Blend can match that. There's a number of paints that literally can match that with no problem whatsoever. So did he upgrade and do anything with it? He didn't do anything with it. That's house paint. There's nothing different about that. Let's go over and show ours. And judging by your environment, from what I can see, meter will read in your environment easily. There you go. This is ours. Now you can see crystal clear. You can even see the shine off the glass. Crystal clear. We go back over to his. The paint is claiming to be able to overpower ours. And this is his. Completely washed out. Let's get another one. Oh, we got the one with the that red skirt. Let's see what we got here. Now, the rollout, the reds are washed out. There's not no color at the end of the day. Good gracious, that's washed out. Let's see what the color is really supposed to look like on our technology. Notice the background remains black. As you can see, it's red. I can beat a white sheet of paper with that with no problem. So as you can see, its colors are completely washed out, not even there, very ashy. And again, the background must remain black at all times. Let me go back and show his versus ours. Washed out, colors are washed out. This is why when I'm on camera and I see them show up demonstrations, and I say the birds are washed out, the water's washed out, the wildlife in the background is completely washed out. And be like, oh no, it looks good. No, 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 because you haven't seen anything better. That's why. That's why. You haven't seen anything better. If you've been eating Murray steak hamburgers, I'm not saying anything wrong with them. I like Murray steak hamburgers. They're pretty good. Let's just say you've been eating that. And you think that's the best burger you ever had in your entire life. So you have filet mignon. And then you taste a burger that's more superior than the Murray's. What does your taste buds prefer? The cheaper or the more expensive? Of course, the more expensive one because it tastes far better. Which we can get a lot more for our technology because this stuff is easy for us to beat. It's as certified as we do. And this would never be to take on a black diamond in no way whatsoever. No form whatsoever. It could never take on a black diamond or a dark surnine or any of the high-end certifies. Contrast levels are way too low. Alright, let's keep on going. See what we got going here. Alright, got the person doing the whole acrobats with the fabrics. As you can see right there, completely washed out. Not even there. I have no idea why. I have to ask Fernando, if you do come into this room, I have to ask, why would you post this? Do you really think at the end of the day these images look good? It's the only way, because anybody else would have posted this. So you really do believe deep down inside that these images are acceptable. You know, your customer got the same reaction too when the screen washed out. Literally the same thing. And actually it's the same color too. Now, for those of you that know, Fernando is the fellow who made the screen paint. This is his product. I'll rest my case. Look how beautiful that looks. So, those people who put that mess on their wall, well, you got what you paid for. You cheated your projector. Your projector dropped to 30%. And the only way that stuff functions somewhat decent and really, it's still poor, is you have to be stuck in a dark environment. Like getting stoned back to the Stone Ages. Jeez. That is downright awful. Man, if I swear if someone's screen paint came out looking like this, and I had painted that stuff up, took the time to paint that to my screen or wall, oh yeah, we definitely gonna have a conversation. I'm definitely calling you up. That's awful. Look at that. You can't even make out the objects, so they're washed out. But he considers this to be a fantastic screen. So fantastic that he posted it on YouTube. Chances are it's going to go missing, so that's why we're getting recording time in right now. Maybe he isn't trying to do it right now. Now I told you when the screen transitions, when the transition to another frame, it actually shows the original form of the screen. Your screen is gray paint. So that means network gray can match this easily. They ain't matching our stuff at the end of the day, the color of our screen. Oh my goodness, there's so many screen paints, so many house paints that can match that right now. PPG from Home Depot will match that with no problem. And that stuff is freaking cheap as I don't know what. I mean, you can get that stuff for a gallon, like a 5-gallon for like $90. Unbelievable. Told you. Let's go over here, come out of this, and transition right here. Let's go to our screen transition. Oh, I forgot. Can't see the transition. You know why? Because the screen can mimic the transition. That's why. It's an OLED. Transition is supposed to be coming up in black. Red screens can mimic a level that high because it's gunmetal technology. Let's go back again. See if we can find it in here for the transition. Because again, like I said, same video. So for when you have dark screens, they don't show it because that image in the background is supposed to be black at all times. And because this can mimic and see, and pick up a mimic contrast level, can't see it. See how beautiful the colors pop? Look at that. Let's go back again. See? You don't see it. Watch it. See? Told you. You won't pick it up. The transition basically can blend in. Like when I showed you demonstrations with the Sony, and we go for those light colors, hit that contrast, and every screen can't pick up the contrast, we'll show what they are. There you go. See? Easy. That's the secret, that gray screens that are claiming to be black screens, you give off secrets all the time. So you think for some reason if you spread out the whole screen, you show some contrast, whatever, you can hide it. No, your screen, your projector literally shuts off for a split second and the frame rate changes for a second and it shows what your screen is. Notice you didn't see it pick up on ours? Because our screen can mimic those levels, but you wouldn't see it. It'd be a perfect transition right through it, no problem whatsoever. You would never see the effect. That's why we can turn the lights on and the screen operates. We can turn it off, it operates. It has no switch up in between. We put the white surface up there, it still does the same with the lights on that it does off. The white surface shows a little bit of improvement. When the lights come on, it's gone. That's what these screens do. Now, let's go back here. I want to get to this part right here. There you go. Washed out completely. This is supposed to be black. There's a female right about there. Right there. You can't see because of the poor image of the gray screen. And you said dark. You keep saying dark silver. How is that dark silver? Because that's not even near dark. That's not even near charcoal. So how's that dark silver? That's mid-gray. Gotta know your colors, man. That's not dark. I don't know why you call yourself dark silver. It's nowhere near dark silver. Over here. Now, you see the difference between what ours looks like? So, Mr. Fernando, let's get this straight. You call yourself going on YouTube, making a fast do-it-yourself paint, give out for free, thinking at the end of the day that you can honestly do the same thing that I'm doing. Where's your ingredients? I didn't see you post the ingredients. I would love to make it on camera, put it against this product. You know we do it in a heartbeat. If we're going to come to your site and drop $1,900 worth of an order and get all that money back to my account, on top of that, we've done multiple unboxings on your products. You know darn well we'll make that product right there for everybody to see. And from what I'm seeing from the color of the screen, if you put out another ingredient that doesn't match the screen, then we already know. Again, you can't make our product because why would you have to cheat? The product you put out there for your customers is the same product you've been putting out since day one. There's nothing special about your products at all, period. They all look the same. They all match. And then most worst of it all, they match house paint. This is what customers are supposed to be getting. Mine run a $50 projector. Yep. This is what you should be getting. And she's standing right there. Let's play a little bit more to his side. To where he's at. This woman running, now her face is purple, you can see that from there. That means the white levels aren't doing so hot. The green is completely washed out. This is actually definitely gray, that's washed out. That's supposed to be gold, that's definitely washed out and dull. The red in the back is completely washed out too also. And the black, well that's not even hair nor hair, it's supposed to be separate. It should be the separation from the background to what you're seeing right here of the hair. That's the real thing about OLED demonstrations. I have other black surfaces in there, nothing will match the true black of the background. Let's show you how it's supposed to look. Let's shrink this one, and let's go pop over to ours. What happened to the rest of the video? Because you are missing a lot of the video. That right there belongs to the, I don't see it on his account. You see what? It just skipped. Something happened if it was skipped, so I don't know if they edited it out or what they did. This is live, by the way. He did a pre-record, so you could have just edited it out. You could have edited out the worst parts of it, could just took them out altogether, and thought you just came off with the best parts. But, you know, truth be told, all of it's the bad part in your products. So look at this. If you look at the hair is brown. She has brown hair, as you can see. She has a nice red dress. Look at her skin tones right here. They pop. Look at the ball right here. You can see the shine reflection coming off the ball right here. And you can see that the metal is shiny because it's shiny Metallica reflection off of it. And then there's a deep red right there. You couldn't see any of that on the screen paint. This is what I've been telling y'all for years, that those dull, muddy paints he's been making, your projector can't read anything what it's supposed to read. Your images are coming out dirty. Oh, she has brown hair. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair. Let's go over here and get past this. See what we have. Mine is supposed to be shiny. It's supposed to be shiny. It's a shiny ball sitting there. Look at that. You can't see any of that. Now you go over to his, calling himself mimicking our product, and this is what you get. No detail, nothing at all, period. And everything was dull and washed out. Alright, let's keep going. And that dress is horribly washed out. Alright, so he thinks this is actually an improvement. That's showing where it's not an improvement. This is all going wrong right now. That's horrible. That floor is supposed to be black. So let's show you how it's done. Now you see the improvement. You can see her in the skin, the shoes, everything stands out. You see the bird flying in the background. The ball has a nice shine to it. Look at the big red curtains coming across. And you can see her reflection crystal clear that's bouncing off her body. I tell you, if we find anybody with this screen paint now, after knowing everything we know, you're going to get ranked on big time. Because again, I don't know where you, especially if we see what kind of projector you're running. If you're running a high-end projector, you're going to be the laughing stock of YouTube or any projector community, because again, everybody knows that's paint he makes is garbage. So this is supposed to replace and outperform my technology here. You've got to be kidding me, man. I can make this up with network gray. Easily make this up with network gray. Software gray, network gray, anything. Match with stuff he just made. Look at that. Where's the rest of your image, Jamie? It's missing. Look at this. Where's the reflection of her body? You can even see the white in her feet, her skin tone to the face, brown hair. You see the bird moving back and forth. Blue, yellow here. You can see the red here. And you look at your screen, and this is just washed out. Let's go look at yours real quick. There you go. Washed out. You're colorblind. You are definitely 100% colorblind. I don't even know how that will work in projected screen business. You have to be to see color. That's important. This is why you calibrate your machines all the time. That's horrible. All right, a pretty red dress, in fact, green dress, washed out, dull. Everything's dull. The background's not even picking up any color of black, dark shade of black, so that's not working. All right, let's go try it. There you go. Now, Mr. Fernando. Again, I can't express this enough. When you're losing, you always chalk it up to, oh, it's got to be camera tricks. You're in a dark environment with a calibrated projector, and we just saw you edit the film because half of that video went missing. I can show you where. I can show something weird flashed across your screen, which means you basically went in and edited that out. And again, the difference between you and Mr. Fernando, I've been on commercial sites. So, if it didn't work where it's set in your apartment, it'd be virtually for it to work any place else. Especially pushing the screen through a window would have been virtually impossible. Well, we'll worry about when we get that. You'll worry about that when we get to court, because you're going to have to back that up. It's going to cost you a lot of money for this, remember. But in other words, for our customers and his customers, this is your reality check. Our customers know that they get the best product. For Crows customers in the day, this is what you get. This is what we see, or not this. This is what we see when we watch your demonstrations, that your colors are washed out. And even though you're on camera trying to say it looks great, no, your colors are washed out. This is what it should look like. Now, watch this. See the beautiful red? See the shine coming off the ring? See her hair color? Everything is nice, bright, and beautiful. Now let's go back to his image. This is what I see from the customers. This is what we see from your screens. We see this. Washed out dull image. What we saw in the church, dull image. This is what we saw when he had some kind of school-like area where we had the projector. The ocean was washed out. The plant life in the back was washed out. The sea was washed out. And he had to turn off lights in the environment to get it to work. And it still was washed out. All right, let's get that old QLED symbol to pop up. There we go. Now, last I checked, QLED, OLED, this would be black. And even with our shifting technology, you still can't read this. Where's your shifting technology, Jamie, in this mess? You don't have it. All right, let me show you what shifting technology looks like. Now, for those who are saying, but your screen's darker, We did the pour-out demonstration. My screen actually does not produce a contrast level next to a quasar black. We did a star field. So I backed that one already. The fact that this screen can mimic a level this dark is actually amazing. But remember, he said he had the same thing we had. That's why we say he's colorblind. He doesn't know the difference between dark, super, ultra dark gray and mid-gray. All right, let's go over to us. There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. So to its customers who have bragged about that washed out paint you got sitting on your wall, your screen is washed out. And your projector, I don't care what you pay for it, you're lucky if you get 30% out of it. Now, I'm going to show you the customer is while playing a soccer game, and his screen washed out. It looks exactly the same way as this screen does, washed out. Same results. But his is much worse because you know why? It was near a window. Window took it out pretty fast. Let's leave ours there. Let's go over and let's click on the his right here. Oh, this is perfect. I'm going to do this one right here. All right. There's the pot right there. What's missing? Everything. The pot's not there at all, period. Even that food in there is supposed to be nice, bright, and vivid to make the pot stand out. Let's show it washed out. So it's in our category list. Down here, we'll just go grab it from here. Let's go back here. See if I find out Samsung demonstration. Wish we did the one to Black Horse. Did one to Black Horse? What if he did that one? Let's do a Samsung 4K demonstration. Or is it LG? I think it's LG. Okay. LG demonstrations. Seriously. LG OLED demonstrations. There we go. Found it. Okay. Now, see the pot here? So we can see the handles, we can see the spout, we can see the background right here, which is a different color surface. The color of the food looks radiant, beautiful, red, blues, and greens all in there. Not blues and green and red in there. See how perfect everything stands out? Now let's go over to his and show you what you got on his side. There you go. There you go. That's why I said, I think he honestly believes in his head that the screen is producing these amazing colors. Yeah. Then why would anyone post this? Now, is that supposed to be our product? Because that looks nothing like my screen I have right here. Because you have done here, you said it's an ultra dark superior gunmetal. That's not even gunmetal. This doesn't even register as gunmetal. It'd be mid-gray. Let's see, it's got some sound in here. I want to figure out which one he's talking about. Which one is supposed to be which? It's real low. Because I see two gray screens and they look exactly the same. So which one is supposed to be us?
This is just a tablecloth from Amazon. Tablecloth from Amazon. I think it was like $12. It's silver metal. Well, red,
He's speaking really well.
But it's free, guys. I can't. Guys, it is free to do. All right, meaning like silvery gray. And I'll show you before I go how it looks. If anybody's interested, it's a tablecloth. You could.
So a tablecloth is going to match what we have here. We're saying free, ultra dark, superior gunmetal is what we have here. This screen isn't silver. Gee whiz, you can't be that stupid. You can't be. Apparently he is that stupid. You know, that's what I told you, he's colorblind. This is supposed to be silver. A silver screen would be to touch this thing at the end of the day. A gray screen couldn't touch this. How in the world would you compare that to this? Whew. And you people followed that mess at the end of the day. Remember, you subscribe to that channel, you follow to that channel. So this right here is a tablecloth. And he's claiming that the tablecloth does the same thing as the product we have here. How would that even be the same? Gee whiz Louise. That's why I turned the volume up. I want to hear exactly what it was saying. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not even matching our screen anyway, so it doesn't have the color of our screen. Oh, we get to blow out a tablecloth? Oh, heck yes. Definitely. We got certified grades down here. We'll beat the tablecloth. We got certified grade technology down here. Daylight technology. Really? You've got to be kidding me. Oh, please, somebody post that on the YouTube channel. I'm going to challenge now. I'll blow your channel clean out of the water. You don't tell me I got embarrassed, man. We would put you on blast, full blast. Yeah, you got to shut YouTube channel down. There's no way in the world. That's hilarious. Gee, this guy is desperate. Super desperate. So you've seen how the tablecloth is supposed to be comparing to ours. It can't pick up contrast levels, nothing whatsoever. And keep in mind, this is what matched his screen because it's the same tablecloth we use to match the rest of his products.
Could make probably like a 92 inch screen with it with no problem whatsoever. But let's check it. Okay, let's check it out real quick. Put the lights off real quick.
Why turn the lights out? Our stuff is FLE technology. We don't turn lights out in here. Every time we turn on lights, this is requested. So if you have to turn out lights That means he has to do it to improve the picture quality. That's why. I gotta hear what he was saying back here when the screen was washing out completely.
Yeah, yeah. I think it is the camera.
What was the camera?
Let's see if I could get an angle where. Like in my camera right now, the colors are super, super, super bright.
Yeah, in his camera, they're super, super bright. It's always in your camera, and your camera had a yellowish tone too on top of that. Okay. Alright, this is completely washed out. Let's go over here to the beginning. This guy's that right here.
Let's see if I could get an angle where. Like it.
Let's go to his Samsung. That's why you haven't shot any more videos after that. You shut down. Yeah, you got embarrassed, didn't you? You got embarrassed so badly because he literally thought, for some reason, I don't know why Jimmy thinks that our products are the same as his. He literally thought that the paint that we were displaying, I don't know how you could have missed that. I did several paint down demonstrations. I don't know, whoop, how you missed that one. But I did several paint down demonstrations on that. So with that being said, you should have saw the product was that dark. But remember, he did the same thing the last time with the Frankenstein. We tried to darken the paint or whatever we tried to do to match ours, and it was still, it couldn't match the product because the product was way too dark. Let's get that right there. We'll go back to... That's how your image is supposed to look. Not washed out. Let's go back to yours. Let's prove yourself. My brain is fine. There we go.
It's been positive. And it looks amazing. It looks amazing even with the lights on. Here, let me see this video right here. Alright, and the lights are right on top of it. Again, guys. And you're gonna see it flickered back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Look at the skin tones, man. You see how it flickers back and forth? It's the camera. It's not. But trust me, in person, you get beautiful.
We always get that in person. You've had your stuff down here in person. Jamie, look. That screen over there took out a parallax. Do you know how dark parallaxes are and how much white levels they can produce? That's a $7,000 screen. Also, the other darker gray screens that were sitting at roughly run between $3,000, $4,000, $1,500, $1,800 screens. We test certified. On tablecloth, really? No. But I'll buy all of them. I need fun. Oh, get the black one too. Let's get the black, gray, white. Let's get all of them. I know which one he has. I know what they are. This is the same tablecloth that we told her that would match this product. It's on Amazon. So we'll buy all of them, even the color ones, and we'll put it against our product. I'll embarrass you again. In fact, you had to turn the lights out. We don't turn lights on. Let's just record. We don't have to. Our technology is designed to operate in fluid environments. Now, what's going to be the penalty if we buy the fabrics they don't match? Another lawsuit. Remember, you made statements about my product. We got countless lawsuits on you about this. This is just going to be another one we can throw in the pile. Everything has a price. Life will cost you no matter what. Just go with me. I need to find that one easier. Let's go over here. There we go. So that's my woman on the ring. And again, going back to yours, that's yours. So how does that match in my technology? That's awful. That is absolutely awful. Color's awful, it's all together. So that's supposed to match yours. Mr. Fernando, you made a statement about my product on YouTube, which we have here. We have copies of it. So, another lawsuit will be filed against you. This one, we're going to bring it for $300,000. I'll talk to the lawyers below, we'll get the paperwork drawn up, get it ready. You're going to have to back up in court that tablecloth is supposed to match our screen, as you claimed in your YouTube channel. Mind you, till then, I'll go to Amazon and I'll buy all of them, even the black one, and throw it against our screen to prove that it doesn't match in any way whatsoever. Mr. Fernando, I guarantee you, with all these lawsuits coming through at you, process servers will be at your door very soon, very soon. And I got one especially that I'm hiring that are a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, they're aggressive. They'll definitely make sure they'll get that to them one way or another. And they have authorization. Trust me. Kind of like a little bit slash like a process server and bounty hunter.
Here, I'll show you my settings. So as you can see, I have a minus.
Which I found out that, yeah, bounty hunters can serve you in court. So guess who's coming to your front door?
2 on brightness. I could probably go a little bit less. It's not calibrated or nothing, but I could do this. I could. Let's see.
The screen's not matching. It's gray. That's the problem with the gray screens. They can't read the contrast level. So if you're saying that tablecloth is equivalent to this paint pot we have here, how would that even work? It's not matching. Not in the video. Well, we're definitely going to buy that and bring that over here. You know me, at the end of the day, I love challenges. I'm buying all of them. So I think they got a gray one. They got some kind of dark gray one. They have at the end of the day. We got to go look and figure out which ones they have. I'm buying all of them. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, it's only sometimes the other day I get bored. And just so you know, because I know you're off YouTube, I see you don't no activity in your account, but just to make sure that you know that we're here, I'm going to send someone to your front door to knock on your door and have a conversation with you. And let you know that we didn't go anywhere. That even though you're not on YouTube and you don't have your website, we can still reach out to you. So, get ready. It's coming. Meanwhile, I'm going to talk to the Marine. Have a little conversation with him. And I think they can serve, they can serve processor, they can serve out there. He's a process server. He has it. He's a bounty hunter, but he also can teach a process server. So I'm going to talk to him. You'll get a chance to meet him. That's what I'm going to send right over to your front door. I'll talk to him first. If he says he has that capability, I'm going to hire him to serve you. Look at this mess. Look at this. Wow. That is awful. Absolutely awful. Let's go quick.
See if there's any difference. All right, hold on real quick, guys. Okay. Let's see. I hope it stays. Okay. So.
If you're going to show any difference, what you would have, you wouldn't have the whole screen on one screen, because how would you see the difference? The tablecloth behind it itself is not being shown. You have the screen fitting to the screen itself. Oh my goodness, this guy is not all there. I've seen some stupid people in my time, but this guy is really, really stupid. I hate to call people stupid, I really do. This guy is not that smart. If you're doing a comparison, that's like you're doing a comparison against the white screen and the gray screen. But you got the projector only projecting on the white screen. How would you even know if they're not side by side? There has to be an overlap. in order to see both of them at the same time on the same projection in order to get an idea of which one at the end of the day is going to produce the better image. When companies go out and they take a sample sheet and lay it against the screen, they don't zoom the projector in just to hit the sample sheet only, because there's no anywhere to see the comparison. They have to hit the entire screen, take the sample sheet, put it against it so they can see the comparison. And still, whatever this message you have up here, it's still failing, because it's still not matching no demonstration. So, glad I put the sound on, because now I see the tablecloth is trash, and whatever this stuff you have here is also trash.
Yes. All right. As you can see,
and if this is supposed to be our dark silver, no, our dark silver is darker than this. There is no way in the world we get ambient light to run off of this. Impossible. So I don't know what this mess is supposed to be. There's no way in the world we read the knockout certifieds with it. All the stuff we tested that stuff against, there's no way in the world. That screen was outside on 1,000 lumens. It wouldn't have registered outside. The screen was like this because it would have washed out. Now let's look at this cut right here. See right here? See how this is all washed out? This is gray. Let's go over here and get ours. Oh, now I'll come back to my screen. After seeing that's really dirty. That screen, his screen is awful. After seeing that, man. LG demonstration. Way too high. Yeah, after seeing your after seeing your demonstration, man, my screen looks so much better. Look at that. There we go. Now, see, the background's supposed to be a shade. You're supposed to have these different areas where you have shadow-like areas. This is how it's supposed to look. On his, this is how it looks. Wash out. So even the tablecloth failed, and the product you have up here, which I hope you're saying this is supposed to be ours, because if it was ours, then yeah, you would be to pass all the tests underneath this product. This product has a ton of tests underneath it, including certified tests that we put against it. So, no, man, your colors are washed out. It's not even picking up at all, period. This is awful, absolutely awful. So you're supposed to say you can make our product and do it yourself, tablecloth or whatever. But I like to have fun at the end of the day. But remember, Mr. Fernando, time costs money. And so if I'm going to Amazon and I'm going to spend the money for all these different surfaces, I'm going to do all of them. Keep in mind, this is going to cost you a lot of money. And to make sure 100% that you understand that, because you're off YouTube and you're off, I'm going to make sure that we can touch you where you're at right now. Which means your job, you go to a restaurant, you go out to eat with friends and family, that process server will be there to serve you. And this one will make sure you get that paperwork one way or another. If I find out and I go down and contact them and say, hey, look, you have the ability to serve any court documents, and if he says yes, I'm hiring him to go serve you. He don't care about your job. He don't care about where you live at the end of the day. He'll get you out in front of your door if he has to. You come out past those gates, matter of fact, he'll go over your gates. So again, there's no place you can go now. And he's going to be, I'm going to tell him to serve anyone in that house or apartment over the age of 18, which means your wife will be served. He will follow you to your job, and he will serve you on your job, and he'll let everybody know why he's there. So, guess what? This will cost you now. Gee, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Got to paint, it doesn't even match your stuff at the end of the day. So now you get a chance to meet the Marine pretty soon. Oh, my goodness. Now, you sit there and say, well, he can't do it. I mean, he's out of his jurisdiction. You know, he's got friends over in California right now. They can serve. So either way, someone's going to come to your door. We did it the first time, Mr. Fernando. We did it to show you at the end of the day that we can reach you. That you on YouTube, you can hide behind your channel if you want to. We can come to your house and we can reach you. So now, we're going to come out and reach you again. This is awful. So you better hope that when I go to Amazon and I buy all these surfaces, which we did this already before, but what the heck, let's have some fun, that one of them match our screen. So if they don't, then guess what's going to happen? City Hall. We're right down there. I'm going to file a lawsuit against you for defamation, slander against my company. And I'm going to basically file some charges against you and lawsuit. And when it comes time to hit the judge's desk and we have to get a process server, I'm going to give him a call and say, hey, look, here's some paperwork right here, everything you need, everything's done, and this is, he already knows your address, and he'll be right out there to get you. Now, if it says it's out of his jurisdiction, you can't go, he'll make a phone call to somebody he knows that also is over there, and he'll come get you. Now, let's see what we got here with this thing. What else he has?
They're getting images where it's not washed out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness, did he say it's not washed out? He just said the images were not washed out. Okay, let's keep listening to this. Oh, that's awful. That's absolutely awful. Not washed out. Yeah, this guy who said that the screen, lied there and said that the whole thing about his screen paint didn't match house paint. This is beautiful. Hold on, let me get this right here. Did not wash out. Yeah, your screen washed out, man. Completely washed out. This is supposed to be black back here. And this right here is supposed to be a nice, shiny gold champagne. You can't even see the reflection of your glass. See the reflection here? See the reflection here? You can't see it. And you said it's not washed out. So, Mr. Fernando, this is going to be used against you in court. It clearly shows that we have a nice copy of your video showing the side-by-side to our product. But I'm going to father it and we'll pick out whatever I want to pick out over at Amazon. I'm going to do all of them, to tell you the truth, the whole 9 yards. Knock them out with this screen real fast, get that concrete evidence locked in, and then after that I'm going to go right over to City Hall and I'm going to file some more charges against you for that. We had a criminal charges have to come up, and then we're going to basically file the lawsuits behind that, and then when it gets time to hit that judge, the judge signs off on it saying, hey, it's good, we got enough evidence for court, I'm going to make a phone call, I'm going to contact him. If he tells me today that he has the ability to serve, oh yeah, heck yeah, and you talk, remember? Now mind, he's a person who does his job. He's not going to take it personally. Because if he did, you go through a window. But he's not going to take it personally. Just don't tick him off when he gets there. Be nice. Apologize. That would help first. But he's a man of his job. He's got bills to pay at the end of the day, and he does things by the book. Unless you get rowdy with him, and then he's going to use excessive force, and you do not want that. So I would suggest you be nice when he gets there, and basically, you know, just go when he serves you, just take the paperwork and just go about your business. That's it. Now, if he comes under off duty, on the other hand, then you got a problem on your hands, because then he's going to fight you man to man. Let me see what we got going on. Some people, yeah, you talk trash in, they will come down off duty. I'm off duty, I'm off the clock. What you want to do? And I guarantee you, you're not going to do anything, as usual. You had to turn the lights out for this. Really? You turned out the lights for this? This is an easy demonstration. It's not that hard. Watch this.
And the light is extreme here. It's not this office fake light or Big Berthas or whatever they want to call them. No, it's just.
Buddy, first things first, this is commercial environment. Second, the lighting in here is all zoned. It's all basically, this is real lighting in here. All offices have these lightings. So for you to say it's fake and not real, you don't have a grasp of reality. You don't. Every office only has lighting in here just like this. It's the way it's supposed to be. There's no more lighting. This is what you get in an office. The problem is you spend a lot of your time in dark environments with projectors pushed up the screens. That's what you do. That's why you told the church that it would get better once you calibrate it. Which that's kind of a bad sign if you're in the dark when you're making that statement. And your environment's not well lit, and then even in the lighting you have in the environment right now, the screen is is poorly done. Let's show you how it's supposed to look. What is it about Big Bertha? What the heck is Big Bertha? You must be talking about the projector. So there you go. See, look. You don't look anything like that. See? This is the reason why your customers don't trust you, because you lie on camera. You lie on camera a lot. Let's get through this. I want to be here all day. I got things I have to do. Gee whiz Louise. But I'll get the fabric down here. Mind you, time is money. So, yeah. So, just let you sail. You see, 6'4", roughly almost 300 pounds, yeah, wall of muscle coming at you, that'll be him. He's a big guy. But he's professional. He's not going to let his emotions get the rest of him, thank goodness. Let me see. Where are we, right? That's him. This is this one. No, that's him. Ugh. Let's go back over to us. That's us over here. And this shit is you over here.
Overall, just bright light.
Give me an overall bright light. So let me get this straight. You just lie to your customers and tell them at the end of the day there's certain types of light. No, ambient light is all light. That's what it is. It isn't a certain type of light. All light is ambient light. So if you're telling people at the end of the day that, hey, we function here, we function there, and blah, 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 we don't here and don't here, you literally have on your website, you're not ambient light rejection. But then at times you're acting like you're ambient light rejection. You want to challenge screens that are ambient light rejection technology. So which one are you? Because it seems to be having a bit of identity crisis over there. So all lighting is ambient lighting. You have to be able to operate in all different types of environments. You sit there and downgrade an office environment saying, well, the lighting in an office environment should be like my apartment or here. No. Virtually impossible. So you can see right here, the drip of honey. You see the background is gray. It's not picking up gray poor looking. Let's go over here to show our background on our product. There you go. See how beautiful that looks, Mr. Fernando? By the way, when he gets there, you will address him as Sir. Most people do. Now for him, it's nothing personal. It's a job at the end of the day. That's what it is. He's going to serve you. You or your wife. Doesn't make a difference. If you're not there, he'll come to your job. If you're not at your job, then he'll just wait for you. He's going to give it to you in your hand. He's not going to post it to your door. That's what makes him interesting. And here's the time he'll sit up there and he'll wait for you. You'll get up early in the morning. He'll sit outside your apartment. He'll wait for you to come out. You go to your job. He'll be at your job waiting for you. Anywhere you go, he's going to be there waiting for you. He wants to give it to you in your hand, so you look you eye to eye. Oh shit, I forgot we can get it for the rest of them. Don't we get the charges? We get charges against him for the terroristic threats. No, might just hire him. He'll take care of all of it. Yeah, we'll just hire him. Anyway, I just thought about that. I might get that other agency too for the other one. Because they were pretty good. They got right to the door, no problem. And she had came to the door. I should have made it so that both of them could be served. That's what I should have did. But I made it only for him. Next time I'll do it for both. So if she came to the door, she could have got served. But they posted to the door, it's still good. But this time, I don't want it posted to the door. I want it in their hand. That's what I wanted. If they post to the door, I want that door covered in post. When these guys bang on the door, they go bang, 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 process serve. It screamed loud. They want you to hear it and they want the neighbors to hear it. So your neighbors are going to know that they're going to be there. And I told him when he gets a chance, if he finds a landlord, anything on him, if you got to ask questions, figure out where he's at because they're still looking for him. We need to have a talk with him. All right, let's get the rest of this mess.
Says bright light. Right at the screen.
Why are we so close to the screen? I mean, literally, he didn't back the camera or anything. He's still close to the screen.
Call you back later. All right. Look.
Then why would you turn the lights up? If it's supposed to be our product, why would you turn the lights up? I swear people don't do their jobs right completely. Turns the lights out, really. I'll show you how it's done. Now you see, no lights out, not required. That's what we specialize into, sitting in the dark. And here, this demonstration, lights out. So Fernando, for you to sit there and say that it's do-it-yourself, it's the same as our product, but yet you have to turn out the lights in your demonstration, the screen is washed out, colors are poor, and you're on camera lying to your customers, telling them at the end of the day, oh, no, it's not faded out on my end, I'm not seeing that, even though you're seeing that. It's the same thing you went through with the church. The preacher saw the screen was washed out. He saw the screen was washed out, and that's why he said it would look better once we calibrate it. There it is.
See?
Now you see, base try to make it look like it's different. No, look, watch this. Screen washed out, and you brought it back on. There we go. That's washed out. Oh, goodness, that's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I guess he thought he would do this demonstration right to our last product or something. One of our products, call himself going out on a high note. No, buddy. Your high note's going to be a military officer, or not an officer anymore, but military coming to your front door. Processor, we're going to hire at the end of the day. You're not getting on a high note. I'm coming to your front door now. We already got processors coming in, man. We got a lot of them coming to his front door. You know, all the other charges we have. But this one is going to be interesting. So this is what's going to be the Marines. He's going to come to your front door. Because, you know, you did a demonstration. We got it right here, documented. You did a demonstration naming our product and claiming that, you know, you can do it with the bed sheet. So you're going to have to back that up in court. And if you can't back that in court, you're going to owe me 300 grand. Your landlord's going to owe me 300 grand already. Because once we find out in the day, and look, they're trying to disguise the apartment so it doesn't look like he's doing the job inside of this apartment. You notice that? That's why he has the camera up close. That's why he's not showing the surrounding area. Because Mr. Fernando already knows. He gets on camera and he tries to act like he's a big boss guy at the end of the day. But deep down inside, he's scared. So as you've noticed, if you look at the video, he tried to mask and hide as much of the apartment as possible, so that way he can't be used against him. But Mr. Fernando, you have to understand, we have tons and tons of evidence showing you in your apartment committing crimes against our company. So clearly, your landlord can see the inside that that's his place. And not only that, we had a process server come to your door. We have a couple of criminal charges that were filed against you, with your address attached to. There's no way in the world you can get out of that. I don't know where you get this mindset from. You feel that you can come in and just cover things up and nobody will know. We all know. Everybody watched dozens of demonstrations of you in your apartment claiming that the paint that we have over here is nothing more than black paint. How are you going to cover that up at the end of the day? You can't. The fact that a process server, James, get to understand, a person of the courts came to your front door to serve you for something extremely serious, like copyright infringements, automatically violates your paperwork, your lease. So your landlord has an option here. He's going to remove you from the building. And he's going to be sued for 300 grand. It can be much higher than that. We can go way higher than that if we want to, because we can show evidence that your LLC is linked to his building. Now, most of the landlords would say at the end of the day, okay, look, I can't control, which is true. You can't control who's in his building, but he does know he can evict them from the building, because that's what he's going to have to do when he goes to court. He's not there anymore, Your Honor. We evicted him off the property. He's gone. We got rid of him. The problem you have here is that he can sit there and also say that, well, what he did in that apartment has nothing to reflect on my company in any way whatsoever. We're not tied in his business. But he is tied in your business because you literally put the LLC on his building, which means he's liable for the lawsuits we can hit him with now. And since your limited liability is delinquent and has no way to be able to reflect any of the damages that will be coming towards you, your personal access will now take the hit also. You didn't do your research correctly, did you? We did. So, matter of time before we reach out to him. And he's going to file a lawsuit against you to get some of that money back, because he's going to sue for the things you did inside the apartment. He's going to sue you for breaking the lease, and he's also going to turn around and sue you because your name is sitting on top of his building. And unless you got an agreement from him, some letter, some document saying he gave you permission, you're in a lot of trouble. And you can't remove it, can you? No, because another domino effect. You committed perjury, so you can't get around it either. So watch the domino effect kick in. All we got to do is just trigger it off. One phone call, and that's it. Everything just goes off. All right, let's get past this nonsense, because now I'm going to go buy some bed sheets and stuff and put it against our screen and have some fun. And man, I'm going to dance my behind off. What did I say last time we gave him the ability to make our paint twice in a row? What did I say I was going to do? I said I was going to dance around the camera, didn't I? What happened? I danced around the camera. And you can actually see in the video how badly this is washed out. We have to go through that playlist to see how many people comment and bring them up. Because they got to be on blast. Sorry, you're going on blast. Because I get this every time we shoot these videos, we bring them back. They're like, how stupid were the idiots that commented on these videos? Like, no one was dumb enough to comment on these videos. And I was like, oh, you'd be surprised. All right, so we got this washed out thing of tea over here. You can see on the screen, he says the color's not washed out. He lied right there. He says there's no discoloration. It looks horrible, as you can see. Let's show you what it's actually supposed to look like on our technology. We have the lights on, keep in mind. Boom! Shakalaka. Yeah, and our lights are on. There you go. See how beautiful that looks? There you go. Let's go back and check out his right here. Let's do this real fast. Got some stuff to do over here. I got some stuff out of order. Let's go over here and check out. Oh man, look at that. That's absolutely awful. Wow. All right, let's go to over here. Look at that. See, turn the lights on and off, and you see how bad the image looked? When the lights are off, it looks somewhat okay, but on, they're horrible.
See how dark is it here?
Washed out there again. Let's go back over here. Let's pull ours up. Our lights are still on, as you can see. We never turn the lights out. There we go. All right, Mr. Fernando. This is as far as we go right here. As you can see in our side-by-side demonstration, we've never had to turn our lights out. Again, this is from the screen, which I'll show you. That's how far from the screen. I'm about 12 feet from my screen right now. My projector sits on the edge of my desk where I'm at right now. And we're at a distance, producing a fully lit environment. And then to make a statement about our lights being all offices have light, like this, hospitals have even brighter lighting. And what are you trying to say at the end of the day? You're trying to say that the lighting we have in here is not necessary, it's not needed, it's needed. We have projection screens throughout this entire environment. There's offices, there's all through Allentown, every single one of them has projection screens in it. The problem is they can't fire them up because the screens wash out. That's where our technology comes in. So for you to sit there and say at the end of the day, oh, well, that's not needed, it's just overdoing the light. It's not overdoing the light, it's the light that came with the building. So the contractors who were people who built this place to begin with put in the proper lighting that was needed for office work. Every environment has a certain amount of lighting that's put in there that's needed to actually operate in that environment. Schools have tons of lighting in them. Hospitals have tons of light in them. You can't have ambient control in those environments. That tells you at the end of the day, you're not book smart. That's basic common sense. You can even look up online. It tells you exactly the lighting that is required by a lux meter to operate certain environments. Zoning will go through there. If you have a classroom super dark in there, you can't have kids in there in that environment. You have to have a certain requirement of lux lighting in per each environment. Garages have a certain type, apartments have a certain type, commercial environments have a certain type. That's why if you want a commercial environment, you know the environments are much more brighter than what you have at home. Again, you have no grasp on reality. As for saying that your product or whatever you have, the bed sheet, whatever that other nonsense is, it's supposed to be the same as ours or whatever you're saying in the video, no, it doesn't match your stuff in any way whatsoever, period. As you can see, we have much more superior. The screen doesn't even match mine. So how would it be the same as mine? It doesn't even match. Is he any more other dumb videos on this? What was the other one he put on there? He put one on there basically about the whole copyright thing. He went this whole thing about how... I'm glad you looked that up too. Because the fact that when you weren't looking for the address attached to my copyrights, you had to go through a government facility to do that, right? Copyright search, government copyright search, right? So that means, Mr. Fernando, if my copyrights, you could find them in that database, that means they have to be real, right? Okay then. If they're real, what did you touch? You touched those copyrights, right? So you're looking at roughly over 180 years in jail. You get 2 of these copyrights. So remember the denial, you kept telling yourself over and over again, they're not real. I think he tells them that stuff so you can function through life. They're not real, they're not real. But if they weren't real, it means you wouldn't have found anything. But you did find something. You found my records. And if my records are real, then that means under the government, under the law, under the FBI, that if you touch those copyrights in any way whatsoever, that means you're going to jail for a very long time and you've got outstanding lawsuits coming at you. So, how are you feeling right now? I'm pretty sure you're not feeling too good right now. We told you this a long time ago. Even the lawyer told you. The lawyer contacted them and told them, don't touch those. Those copyrights are real. So, again, I know you feel that you're gone from YouTube. You feel like all this is behind you. This is why we're going to bring these process servers to your front door every single day to show you that it's not over. You can't go to your job. You can't even leave that apartment because they're going to wait for you. And they will come to your job. All right? How many process servers will wait outside your house from church? They'll serve you any means necessary. Birthday parties, whatever, they don't care. They will be there. It's like somebody trying to repo your car. You don't get your car any means necessary. If you owe money on that car, guess what? They're going to come get it. Process servers are the same way. They're going to come get it. Because by the law, they have a right to walk up on your property and serve you. I'm good from that. Yeah, don't even match your stuff in any way whatsoever. But I'm going to buy them anyway because I want to have some fun. Remind you, like I said, once I do this, I'm going back up the city hall and file more charges against you with this video intact. And I got your voice on there, right? Talking and saying all this nonsense, right? Okay, good. Nobody automatically already went in and dubbed a copy with your voice intact, making a statement that this is our product and this is how easy to make our product. Keep in mind, Fernando, we have a history of you doing this. Of you doing yourself videos and claiming that your products are nothing but black paint, calling us scammers and rip-off artists, this and that. So this will just be added onto the policy. Man, I don't know, man. You got that what do you say? That quicksand is kicking in, man. You don't know who's gonna come to that front door. It could be basically our people come to the door to serve you. It could be from another government agency. It could be your landlord contacting you. Any given time, you could come in. You can be stopped at your job. You can be stopped at a restaurant. You can be stopped anywhere. Even your wife can be stopped and basically served. Just notice. And then on top of that, you never know when you're going to come in and see a little pink slip on your door telling you that you got an eviction and you're out. Because this is going to cost him $300 grand. And he is going to be ticked off. So that's why if you look at the video, if you notice, he has it camouflaged so you can't see he's in the apartment. That's why it's like that. Because he figures if he does this video, there's no way I can pin it to him. Is anybody else going to tell him? Is it just going to be us going to have to tell him that he's done a dozen videos showing him in the apartment, including Crowcast, that we got you in this apartment multiple times doing these demonstrations and slandering our company? Yeah. So there's no point in doing that. That's not going to help you. That does show at the end of the day that you have acknowledged that you basically are in the process, and you're definitely in the process of being removed from your apartment. And right now, things are expensive. 14.4, and what y'all got to pay is extremely expensive. It's actually the highest in the nation. They pay a lot in taxes. I know for a fact that I got family out there, and they were talking about leaving because, again, it's too expensive. It's very expensive. And getting that place right off the bat, it ain't going to happen. Especially when you got liens on top of you. There's no apartment complex or any place that's going to rent to you because, number one, your credit's going to be destroyed. Number two, you're going to have outstanding liens on you from the courts. So good luck trying to find a place. With that being said, we're done. Woohoo! Yeah. Oh. Man, he's really jealous over our product. He went through all this just to fail again. Man. Alright, let's get out of here. We're done here. Oh, no. I want to play my video some more. Yeah, I'm going to take a lunch over here. But it's too easy, too easy, too easy. It is too easy. Standoffs are too easy. That's too easy. Way too easy for us. Let's get this splatter screen. I need something fun. Tablecloths. Yeah, let's knock them out. I want to knock out all of them. Ooh, get the gamer coming out too. Definitely gonna knock them out with the gamer. Oh, we're gonna do little screens with those suckers, man. Knock them all out. We done all in one hit. Cut our shit like we always do. That's the difference between you, Mr. Fernando. You do one, we do them all. Because you know, you like to have fun. Oh, by the way, you got into the end of this month to get that paint made to go against my product, and if you don't, like I said, your freaking receipts on it going on blessed for both of you. So get it done. Till then, I'm going to knock them all out, every single one of them. Why? Because we can do that. You should know by now. That's why when we asked and requested the black paint from Mr. Fernando to send it over to test on YouTube Live, he refused to send it over. You know why? Because he knows what kind of people we are. We'd have blown that thing clean out of the water. That would have been the ultimate black on black demonstration. But he wouldn't send it. I've sent meme after meme after meme with a skeleton sitting there talking about still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, never received it. It's going to cost you. Judge is going to ask you, how come you didn't send it, Mr. Fernando? You accused him of having black paint. He gave you the opportunity. He's going to do a YouTube Live. What happened? That's going to cost you a lot of money. You got to prove. The only way we can get away with all this money taken out of him, lawsuits, all that, we have to prove that he's done this. And the only way he can get out of it, he has to prove that we are these people. And again, not going to work. You can back it up. You get something else on top of that. They don't have much on this. Knock out the comments too? Yeah, Mark. So let's have a little victory dance here. And for those of you who feel that a tablecloth can match all superior technology, you are sadly mistaken. We will laugh at you. Yes, we will. And then sit there and say match our screens. And then basically ridicule our ambient light environment by saying it's not necessary. I'm sorry, I didn't know you worked for basically building, zoning, contracting, and all that stuff. I didn't know you did all that stuff. No, there's a certain light requirement for different work environments. And I couldn't imagine working in the environment that you're in right now. If I had to do anything in an environment, I couldn't imagine that. I have to GPS furniture. Look at that coffee table at. Bam! Oh my goodness. Bang your toes on the coffee table so you can't see it. So as you see in customers, at the end of the day, this is how true technology works. There's no excuse. And why would you turn out the lights?
Take charge. Start your comeback today.
Why would you turn out the lights? Why do you do that? You do know what we do over here, right? Jamie, do you have an idea what we do here? We specialize in ambient light rejection technology. If I'm not turning out the lights here when I'm doing this demonstration, why did you turn out the lights? If that's supposed to be my product, why did you turn out the lights? See, these are the questions that are going to come up in a courtroom. So I'm going to ask you these questions. That's the place you want to get it right. Hooah! Yeah, he was in his apartment the entire time. He had everything covered up so you couldn't see he was in the apartment. Because again, he read through his lease. His lease clearly states that it said that if you commit any kind of criminal activity in your apartment on that property, you have to be escorted off that property. That's why he tried to cover up the environment to make it like he wasn't there. But that's what's so stupid, because he got dozens and dozens of videos showing his apartment. I don't know how that's going to work. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, why try to go in and try to cover it up when there's dozens of videos of you doing it? So, Fernando, as you can see, I'm showing the demonstration backside environment, projector sitting at a far distance from the screen, and on top of that, Mr. Fernando, you can see I'm doing it on a splatter screen versus our technology. I swear, I go to England, I better pick up that accent. I'm going to be there. If I get a chance to go there for a couple, about 2 years or so, I hope I pick up that accent. I like your accent too much. I got friends of mine from England. They'll be trying to teach me the lingo and the slang. I'm learning some of it. It's pretty cool. A whole different way. But I want to learn like the actual language. Do you know how long that would take to learn? I know one thing. I know go over there and get some hot gear. They got some nice suits up there, them double-breast suits with the pocket watches and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely getting something real nice. I'm not projecting there. I'm not gonna volume up that loud. Man. He said, but we are the same as him. We are the same. No. Really stop saying that. It's embarrassing. I'm tired of embarrassing, man. I've been coming out here for 4 days straight embarrassing, but, you know, only 3 days straight embarrassing. Let's see what got going on here. I had to turn the lights out. That's why I see that every single video. And then you have to turn the lights on and off to say, look, there is a, the image stays the same. You're colorblind. You are definitely 100% colorblind. Does your eyesight even work? I mean, I know you wear glasses, so no, you need to get your eyes checked. Seriously. I don't know what the freak that was about. Let me show you how it's done. See this? Watch this. Partial lighting. See? All lighting off. Now, if you notice, Mr. Fernando, my light's out. You see where that screen doesn't match our technology in any way whatsoever? There we go. Now, let's turn the lights back on again. Let's see if the screen changes in any way whatsoever. Lights on, fully. Partial lighting. Full lighting. So if you notice, the screen doesn't wash out at all in any way whatsoever. This is how we do it. That's what you were trying to achieve in your video. And then, again, lying to your customers by telling them at the end of the day that, you know, it's not washing out, it's not fading, it's not doing any things whatsoever. Your screen was washing out and fading. As we saw, because it couldn't register those black levels. You weren't coming up correctly, and the colors were washed out. But you continue to lie. So, that video is going to cost you. And I've seen the way you covered up the background because you want to make sure that you don't get booted out of your apartment. Well, too late, buddy. You're leaving either way. You don't have a choice because we have so many videos of you showing the background of your apartment and these demonstrations coming. Your business isn't in a separate building, is it? No, your business is in the apartment. So that means all those criminal acts you committed was right there in that apartment. But as you see, why didn't you try to cover everything up? Put the camera real close so that way you wouldn't see the surrounding environment to show that it's not actually in there doing these demonstrations. Too late. You did too many of them. You deleted all your videos off your channel. Figure maybe you're safe there. No, you're not safe there. We have copies. We have stuff on you on the blacklist. But you can see he's self-aware. That's what I'm saying. He comes on camera and he acts like he's not in trouble. He's not fazed by it. He's not scared. And deep down inside he's scared. Because you can see the reactions of how he acts. How about next demonstration, you show us that whole entire apartment. You can't because you're scared. Well, Mr. Fernando, again, as I said before, Simple process server coming to your front door, that's all it takes. And they're going to speak to the process server, probably going to speak to them and find out exactly why they were there. And they're going to explain that you have violated the copyrights of Mr. Bird, of his company. And that's why they were hired to come out and serve you for court. And that's all he's going to need to get rid of you. That's pretty much it. But we're going to make sure he has plenty of literature. So we're going to set up all the videos and stuff that you did in your apartment, showing you committing these acts. Also, too, announcing my family members' names. You committed also in that apartment. Don't forget that one right there. Post office fraud charges, all that stuff. We're going to make sure you get all that information. Nice big thick folder for him. And then let him know at the end of the day that we'll be taking him to court and we'll be suing him for $300K. And we need, in order for him to keep this from going any higher, we need you to be evicted from it as fast as possible. We don't want tap outs. We don't want a time limit. We want him out of the building. And keep in mind, you can sit there and go, well, he can't kick me out because a certain amount of time to move. Actually, technically doesn't, because you broke a lease. That's why. You broke the agreement. Under the agreement, if you're leaving, you have 30 days. Some give you 60 days. But in a tap out, they can give you 30 days or 10 days to leave the property. Once you leave the property, you're not responsible for anything whatsoever. But in this case, because there's a lawsuit that we could take and sue your landlord for even higher amount of money because of the whole law and everything you have down there, we can suggest him get you out of the building right away as fast as possible, which means in 1 day, you'd have to get out of that building. So he's going to satisfy what we want. And he's going to reach out to me. Because you're going to lie to him and tell him things that, oh, I never did anything wrong. He's just talking all these lies. Jamie, we have evidence on you, man. You can't change that. You can lie all you want to him all day long. It doesn't make a difference. We have evidence on you doing these acts. So again, bye-bye. That's as worse as the fake move. Trying to fake move and send us messages like, oh, don't bother sending up the gray paint, which is still going to be on its way. Don't bother filing charges for me. I'm not here, I moved. I was there the whole time. Ugh. Now, Mr. Fernando, you can sit back and say, oh, he's obsessed with me. He's still talking about Jamie. You're going to be talked about for a very long time. You're going to court pretty soon. You're going to go to court. You got lawsuits coming your way. So, yeah, it's going to come up quite a few times. You got cyber stalking charges. The reason why they were filed, because if we file cyber stalking charges against an individual, one of the rules in cyber stalking, if you're convicted, you can't come online anymore. You're cut off because you committed those crimes online. You abused your privilege. So again, yeah. We're not talking about because no one's jealous of you. We can see that from the door, no one's jealous of you. No, you have gotten yourself in a lot of trouble. That's all to it. And I want you to understand that when you're not on YouTube, you don't have the website, right? I don't want you to think at the end of the day that it's over. I don't want you to think at the end of the day that we have forgot about it. That's why I'm going to send someone to your front door to remind you what you're going to get what's coming next. When they show up, remember, this is the beginning of it all. The next time we'll be meeting again, well, if all things go right, and they should, because of the evidence we have against you, I'll see you in a prison jumpsuit. When you see my face again in court, you'll be in a jumpsuit. Or you'll be serving some time. Touched my copyrights, didn't you? There you go. That's why you notice anytime he gets nasty with us, he gets nasty and posts my copyrights. You notice he never posted the copyrights? Yeah, because he knows he's going to jail on it. He already knows. That's how you can tell. He just posted my face a couple of times because he figured at the end of the day, nothing's going to happen for that. And that's called defamation. I can take you to civil court and sue you for 50, 80, 150,000, 300,000, whatever I want, as long as I show proof that you did it. So yeah, that's the thing about defamation. Defamation, when you're suing somebody, the hard thing about it is proving that they actually did it. That's the hard part. So if they verbally say something to somebody else or whatever, blah, 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 and it gets back to you, you're going to have a really hard time proving that in court. You're actually going to have to either catch them on the act, and if you do, you're going to have to record the whole thing on your phone that they actually did do this. Now, if you have that recording, if you have something documented catching them in the act, then you can get them. Other than that, you can't touch them. And we got Jamie on so many recordings right now saying so much stuff he shouldn't have said. Yeah, he's done. So, yeah. Other than that, your product is crap. Your demonstration, waste of time. But then we came out and backed it up. Yeah, back up two things today. The guy came and sat there and said that our screen was nothing more than a hole. Did you hear that one? The guy came in there. What's his name? Lightning Wings Products. Yeah, came in on my channel talking some dumb nonsense. Now, I would have been nice about it if he would have been polite. If he had sat there and said, well, Mr. Bird, I'm just curious, just entertain me on this one. Is that a white sheet of paper up there or something? I would have said, no, it's not. I would have showed you the demonstration, and that would have been the end of it right there. But you felt the need to get ignorant, nasty with me. That's what you did, and that's why I embarrassed you. I sent you the message. You can read and click the message that I sent to you. What did I say to you? I said, I'm going to embarrass you, and I sat there and said to the day that you should have just minded your own business. I think I got a text where I wrote it down where I told him what to do. He's going to get embarrassed. It's going to happen. But to out you. Did I not put it there? What happened? I came on here, I did a demonstration, and I outed you, right? All right, there you go. Now, if we had found out and went to your account and I saw multiple demonstrations of you making this claim, then we'd be talking to an attorney. And judging by what you just saw in the demonstration, it'd be me, you, a lawyer, and everybody else in that courtroom, and I could basically show at the end of the day that your statement was wrong, which means at the end of the day, this would cost you money. So be lucky that you did not go out and spread a whole bunch of false rumors by making this statement, because this would have cost you a lot of money in the long run. See? Now, the reason why I'm not taking it to heart, because the reason why I usually don't entertain these, but that one was interesting. That was the most interesting one I've seen so far on challenges. So that's why I liked it and took it to heart. Said, man, you know what? Now, honestly, truthfully, if he didn't have the nasty comment, we would have been talking, we would have been good. But honestly, if I saw that demonstration, I probably would have thought the same thing too. That maybe trying to figure out how it's done, like maybe there's no way in the world that screen can be coming up that crystal clear, that beautiful. Maybe it's got to be doing something else. We like those people, by the way. I like the doubters. So I would have said the same thing too. But the problem you have here is the fact that the screen is over splashed. As you can see, from left to right, as you can see, it shows up on our screen with no problem whatsoever. So that means that even with the white piece of paper there on the outside of the screen, it still would show that our product is a match paper. Did you ever think about that part? Ooh, did we go a little deep down the rabbit hole? Let me give a rope and climb back out. Yeah, you notice, look at that. Kabam! I got lens shift on here. Why are we doing this? Lens shift on these projectors. But anyway, as you can see. So I said the piece of paper wasn't even there. All right, let's just humor this. Let's have a little fun with this. Let's go with the whole thing with the Iron Man thing. I think that's where he started, the Marvel thing, right? Let me see. Well, no, we just started. You got it right there. Let's go with the Iron Man fight scenes. All right, this is the fight scene right here, right? Now, I'm going to mute this because now, you said in your statement, right, you said that about how we just took a piece of paper, cut it out, and we just basically are just showing our screen coming through with a piece of paper with a hole in it. Now, the problem you have here is that that's not a piece of paper. That it's actually a piece of plastic fiberboard. That's what that is. Right? Okay. Now, that can't be coming up our screen. That gotta be a hole in the screen, right? Because the screen's black around it. See, the screen's all black around it. So it has to be coming from a hole in the screen. That's what he said. A hole in the screen is the reason why the white screen is the reason why our image is coming by so sharp. Now, I like that because, again, it shows you how amazing our technology is. That people may get fooled to think that it could be a hole in that surface and the original black screen is pushing through, giving off the illusion that the screen is basically, there's no hole there. It's just basically a white surface. That's it. And we cut a hole through it. But how does it excuse the fact that the out area of the screen is also white and it's laying against our screen and our screen's overlapped? Interesting, isn't it? Okay, let's humor that. I love to humor these things. That's what I do. It's what I do. Yes. So let's humor this. But I do like what he said because, again, if I saw this myself, I really would have thought the same thing myself. That's why I didn't take it to heart when he said it, But the fact that he was ignorant and nasty about it when he said, yeah, you know, I've wasted 10 so-and-so of my time, so-and-so and so. I didn't like that attitude at all. That was uncalled for. That was not necessary. You know, you just felt that at the end of the day, you think that I'm supposed to be a scammer and I rip people off. Well, you go ahead and make that demonstration. We'll go to court. How much you want to bet? I'll bet you $450,000 that I can back my product up. You want to make that bet with me? You're looking at that right there, aren't you? You got your money where your mouth is at. I don't think you want to do that, do you? Of course not. Let's show you something. Now, white piece of paper. Because he said it was a white piece of paper. That's a fiber board, right? Let's do something different for a change. Have a little fun with this. We do this all the time. So, by the way, this is why I'm so comfortable on camera, because I've done dozens and dozens of demonstrations on this. And this is why I explain to people very, very carefully. Before you open your mouth about my company, research my company. See what we are designed to do. And then you might not want to go out there and do that. Oh, what just happened there? Now, before you say the whole 4,000 lumens, you know that someone's getting sued for that already, so don't do that one, because that'll get you in trouble. I got thousands of demonstrations, inside, outside, on Faithful over there, so don't go down there, trust me. Not a good one. That's full of thorns and thistles at the end of the day, and maybe a little fire. So you don't want to go there. Now, see that? How is that possible that the paper doesn't even match the screen? How? If it annoys you that I do this to you, you deserve it. You don't challenge me at the end of the day. Stay in your yard. Do you have any idea how I got to think of the most craziest stuff to test myself against? Because I have to be entertained. I get bored of something, I don't want to be bothered with it. It's taking me literally almost a month to watch one movie, because I get bored with the movie and I just move on. So my brain just fires off and goes, hey, we're going to build this today. We're going to make that together. So I have to constantly challenge myself to keep myself in there with interest. I love what I do, but I have to find challenges to make me happy. So the more challenges I give myself, the more happier I become. You know, like sticking a screen outside and building a deck out there, you know what I mean, on top of a projector at 1,000 lumens and finding it while it's actually being drenched in sunlight, so I can kill the lumen count even faster before I have to travel 13 feet through a 100-watt light bulb and get a screen. We do that kind of stuff. So this right here would be an absolute cakewalk for my technology. Now, in order to get here on this level, commercial, which Jamie doesn't understand because it can't be here, as he said before, it's too much lighting. But anyway, to get here, this is where the contracts kick in. This is where the trade shows kick in. This is where the investors kick in. This is where the money's at. Commercials where the money's at. Because big companies will pay thousands of dollars for your technology. Hundreds and thousands of dollars for it. Like, because we're in this office building right here, we got people come in who have office buildings and they want a dark environment with high power projectors. With cheap projectors for the environment. So what does that tell you today? What does it tell you? It tells you that the screen works, right? There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. Now, you know, I can't wait for my Apex camera to come out, my black camera to come out. Because it's going to take everything I had to keep that adrenaline on a normal. I mean, that dog, man, he's on that leash, man. He's pushing, them teeth are snarling, them fangs, the fenders are coming out, got his chest all puffed out, he's ready to go. And he's just pulling and pulling and pulling. Two things are going to snap. Either that freaking chain is going to snap on him, or that peg that's holding him in the ground is going to become unleashed. And if he comes unleashed, he's going to wipe out everything he hits. Now, I'm trying to keep it normal. I'm trying my best. But the challenge, man, gamer screens do that to me. I like gamer screens because, again, they produce insane amount of colors, amazing content. The screen is so black, it's not even funny. But they're just gorgeous. And it gets me in that challenge mode at the end of the day that we need to challenge other screens. That's why I'm giving these guys until the end of this month to make something that's tested versus my product. Show me what you got. Dig deep. Dig deep. I want you to dig really deep and just get down there and dig as deep as you possibly can. You know, when you dig into something, I want that dirt all the way up past your neck. Dig deep. Because I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you that no matter how hard you work, no matter how hard you push, that my technology will wipe you clean. That means your effort was for nothing. I want you to know what that feels like. Look at that. Look at the screen. It's a gunmetal. It's one of the darkest gunmetals we've ever developed. If you look at the testing, it's a 39 Black Widow. So if you look at the 39 Black Widows, they're berserk. They're insane tests because, again, I have to push myself to get bored. I used to go on rants on camera because I was so upset because the certifiers weren't challenging me. When am I going to get a black screen? When am I going to get a black screen? When am I going to get a black screen? Then they get a black screen and they make it virtually impossible that I can't touch this thing to do testing against it. But the fact I know that it runs over 8,000 projectors is all I need to know. I can overpower that easily. Where's our challenge at? We don't have any challenges. Why? Why? So, gentlemen, you gotta give me a challenge, okay? Make something. Come on, make something. So we can crush it real quick. Crush it. Crush it with the power of crushing. Boring all day long, dumb demonstrations, don't show anything. Sat there and said that our product was actually gray. We had side-by-side pour-out demonstrations showing that it wasn't. You thought it was black, didn't you, Jamie Fernando Gonzalez? It wasn't black, it's actually dark gray. Yep, click, click. This is very dark. We've been this before already. I went through this already before because, and I told you before, that he did this before. You know, we had a black screen up there, you know, and we had to put them side by side, you know, because, you know, he made some dumb statement about how our screens, he said something about how they're not really gunmetal, they're black. That's what he said at first. And I said, no, I took out screen and put it up there and showed that it's gunmetal. Our gunmetals are just very, very dark screens. It's required. The contrast of it is very needed. And we did the demonstration again, and he got embarrassed again. So the video he did, it's been up there for a little bit, but I just felt that I like to give people time to think they got it under control when they come back out and crush you. I could have showed you the side-by-side pour out. I could have showed you against black paint. I could have showed you all that stuff. Right? But I waited because, again, I knew you were going to come out and do something stupid. So I give people long enough rope. When that rope's long enough, I go, okay, you good? You're on that chair securely? There you go. And now, look at some black paint here. This is Black Dynasty. Now, we use Black Dynasty because James, for some reason, said that our paints are made with Black Dynasty paint. Can you believe that? I actually said that. At the end of the day, their paints are nothing more than Black Dynasty. You have to prove that in court, by the way, but I'm going to cost you $8 million for that one. Because you did a lot of demonstrations on that one. $8 million. I'm sorry, I overspoke. It's a little higher than that. Let's go over here. I told you that voting machine company got him for $100 million. He was worth already roughly around $50 million. That's what he was worth. They got him for $100 million. So altogether, they got him for $150 million. Is what he sued him for. Does he have that money? Heck no, he ain't got that kind of freaking money at the end of the day. But they don't care. They're gonna take everything out of him. Everything. Let's go with those 4K snow screensaver. Oh, do you see that? See, I walk in front of the screens all the time with black t-shirts on all the time, you know. And then they come up with these bonker ideas like, oh, your stuff can match, you know, whatever. That'll cost you in court. Let's see if it's true what Jamie has spoken by saying that because they walk in front of it with a black t-shirt on, that it's going to match our product. No. Nay. Nay. Bye. So as you can see, people, I like to have fun. I joke on camera yet, and I can do that because I can back myself up while I'm doing it. I can go out here, I can dress like a clown, I can dance, break dance, because I can back myself up. Easily. So you're looking at a technology that can literally mimic a contrast of super ultra dark. But if I paint it next to one of our black technologies, then basically you'll see the difference when it comes to the Starfield application. Isn't that interesting? How's that even possible? How does something that's not even black look black? But yet it can mimic a contrast level that's ultra black. And yet it's not. Isn't that interesting? Bam! There you go. Gotta get in their mind sometimes. We gotta make this video 2 hours. You know why? Because we're having so much freaking fun. Alright, Jamie. I had to embarrass you again. It's been a day of embarrassment for you, has it not been? It has. Kind of like this massive army sitting on top of this hill. You heard it before. And you just keep sending people out there after us, and we just keep trashing them every single time. We're not ready to take that on. No way anymore. They come back, we didn't want to live. They come back, nope. We ain't taking that on. Hey, it's not going to happen. Not in this century or any other century. It ain't going to happen. Or we can put in the term of me being this big old dragon sitting up on top of this layer somewhere. And I'm just sitting there just watching all the armor, all the different screens that we have basically cooked and baked in the process. I'm picking my teeth with somebody's armor right now as we're having this conversation. And down below in the tavern, you have gentlemen that are sitting there talking about taking on this epic dragon on top of this hill. And each one of them feel deep down in their heart that they have the ability to take on this mighty dragon. And the dragon particularly just wants to be left alone. I mean, they thought about basically coming out from once in a while and burning the entire village to the ground, you know, just to get rid of them. But, you know, he just said, you know what, there's other people there. They don't need to suffer for this stupid action. So I'm just going to sit up here and mind my own business. And no sooner than I said that, here comes a dummy climbing up the side of the mountain, dressed in armor with some kind of enchanted nonsense, screaming out my name to call me out of my freaking den, for me to look at and go, what the freak do you want? And I say, I've come to slay you, dragon. I feel my gray screen paints are far more superior than you, and I've come to take you out. And I go, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Look, I'm gonna do you a favor. Just look over there. You see all that armor over there, piles and piles of armor? That's somebody that was just like you. How about you do me a favor, climb back down the side of the mountain, start a family at the end of the day, and disappear. But no, he's hard-headed. He doesn't learn. And soon on the top of that mountain, you see a huge mushroom cloud of pure fire. And sadly to say, he's been turned to ash. And so I sit back there, picking my teeth with his armor. You guys got burnt to ash. Now, I said before, I can just come out and I can wipe every screen paint off the market and be done with it. And that would be burning the town to the ground. But it's not fair because there are people out there that are making products and they're trying to start something. And I've seen people out there trying to make good products and are doing it the right way. It'd be wrong for me to go out and do that. I should be building them up and helping them at the end of the day get where they need to be at. Because that's what it's about, building each other up. We're in projection at the end of the day. It's for the people. But you guys attacked me and made it about me. So enjoy the crushing. Set Genie on fire so many times it's not even funny. We had to start making games out of it. Like, check this out. Okay, look. Let me talk about the other dragons. Off the side of the mountain, bounce it off the tree, hit Jamie over there, nothing but hit. After making bets laugh, I'm like, oh yeah, his armor's on fire. Yeah, of course it's on fire. Jeebus, man. Like, you never learn? Fully lit environment, screen mimicking contrast levels, producing better than black paint, producing better than the white surface. What we do. I've already done this so many times, it's not even funny. This is why I've changed gears. Because I've done it so many times. I gotta go ahead and build and work on my PCs and stuff like that. That allows me to think about something else. And I'm building new products while I'm doing that. Man, I don't learn anything. So Jamie, I'm showing stuff in the demonstration that you didn't do. You didn't do this one, did you? In the demonstration? No, it's still in the full environment. You still haven't turned the lights out yet. But you had to turn the lights out for your, whatever that crap is, that somewhat looks somewhat. And I'm still in a well-lit environment doing this. Hey, speaking of lighting, you didn't pick up in the lighting in the basement, the first two houses I had. There's something read in there. Alright, let's come out of this. I'm doing this, Jim. I'm doing this demonstration, keep in mind, with all the surfaces from Amazon and that package. And I'm not doing that just to embarrass you at the end of the day. I like the idea. I find it interesting. I want to do it because it's fun. See, the stuff that we tell you to do, it scares the crap out of them. Network grade 773, all this testing and the paints they have to do, it scares them. But for us, it's fun. We enjoy that kind of stuff. So now I'm hyped up. I gotta have something to put against the Apex Gamer, and we don't got a certified screen to go against it. Mind you, this is a certified technology, and it's so dark we don't have one certified screen to take it. Not one. We can't find any screens dark enough to take this set. So what are we gonna do against the black technology? Let's prove our point. Let's pull out a certified screen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do that too. Jim, did you do this in your demonstrations? You not did. Nah, I'm pretty sure you did. Let me see, right, certified one here. And keep in mind, don't get me wrong, this surface is amazing. I've tested this thing on a white surface. It shows a massive difference. It does. Very nice. But our technology is cut different. But it does work. It definitely does work. All of them do. All of them done. Like I said, got a black down to pick up at 50 lumens in the garage. I was impressed by that, right? I mean, it's a good screen. I would never come out there and say their products don't do it. They do exactly what they're designed to do. The difference is that when they're made against our technology, we're different. But still, they work. Now, we got daylight screen right here. Let's come over here. David, did you do this in your demonstration? No, you did not. Of course you didn't do it in your demonstration. You always have it in your demonstrations. There we go. I swear I can't wait to get to the UK. I better pick up that accent. I've seen people go to the UK pick up that accent just like that. I love that accent. I told you I love that accent. I can listen to him talk all day long about anything. Anything. I love their accent. But anyway, look at that. Now that's a $7,000 projection screen. If you got it at $125, it'd be roughly somewhere in the range of probably between $5,000. Let's go over here and let's bring up a red. Let's go over here to red screen. So when you sit there and cry, Fernando, on your channel about, why can we get so much money for this product? We don't get enough money for our product. But we want to make sure that at the end of the day, that when we develop this product, don't get me wrong, people sometimes are going through rants about making more money, but when I get down to calming down and get my brain down straight the way it is, it doesn't make a difference. I can't change my rules. Don't have that capability to do so. Everything's set the way it's supposed to be set. And the reason why it's set that way is because I can't sell out. I can't basically charge an insane amount of prices for my product. Can't do that. The rules I have to follow. So I can't do that. Even though sometimes on camera, we feel like we're unappreciated at the end of the day because we do so much testing, better products for our customers. We feel at the end of the day that we're not fully supported in the way we should be supported. Everybody out here is ripping you off at the end of the day, and we're the ones basically leveling the playing field so you can have better products. But we do have the option to choose to go in different directions. This company right here, if they contact us and say, hey, look, can you engineer technology? We can make their screens far more advanced than what they have right now. As you can see, what we're doing right now on gunmetal technology versus gunmetal. So what company would not sign this in? But they already know from the door that we're not going to sell out. We're good. We're good where we're at right now. So that right there, again, very expensive screen. We're using a 4,000 projector, so we've got plenty of juice, and it's not running, right? So when we get people who cry about our products, I'm like, he's getting $300, $400 for this product. Show me where your product is worth the time. Because what I've seen in that demonstration with that tablecloth, that screen washed out multiple times. And the fact that you had to turn out the lights to get it to work is even worse. Keep in mind, Fernando, I've done this with black paint against our screen, I did this with white surface, I did it with a splatter surface, and now I'm doing it with a certified. Did you do one of these demonstrations in your demonstration? No, you did not. And I'm still going to go out and buy all the surfaces just to have fun with it. Now, see, there's going to be penalties behind that one, Mr. Fernando. I'm going to print out some more of your receipts. I'm going to get myself a paper mache crow, stick on my desk. A friend of mine does that Americani stuff the other day. Yep, of your cancellations. So if anyone asks us about it, your name will always be remembered, always be spoken, just not in the way you want it to be. Let's go over to blue screens. And the reason why I can get the money for my product, Mr. Fernando, is due to the fact that I can do demonstrations like this, and you can't. Which means you go to any form site or any place, and you can do this to a $7,000 screen, $5,000 screen, and we can do all this at under $500, so it shows us why we get paid what we get paid. We got any blue? Blue screen. Blue screen. Oh, wrong. Blue screen. That's like that Team America. Can't find a certain name what Team America had. Team America when I was a kid. But anyway, as I said before, this is why, Mr. Fernando, we get paid what we get paid. See how we're in a affiliate environment? Technology has proven over and over again to be ambient projection on so many levels. All my demonstrations are better than yours. You can't match and better any of my stuff at the end of the day. You can't beat any of my challenges at all. I have more experience than you at the end of the day. And here you are in your apartment trying to cover up to make it look like you're not really there, and we all know you're there, and I'm in a commercial environment. And even sat there and said out of your mouth, what did you say? Oh, he got all those lights in there. That's just overkill. No, buddy, this is what's required in the office. Not the grasp on the real world. I swear it's not that grasp on the world. Let's go to green. I'm feeling a little green right now. Some green. Some green colors. Let's go with green screen. See, that's what I'm telling you, Mr. Fernando. See, I did this live. You did just pre-recorded, right? I do want it live. You know why? Because I've done this so many times. I can have a crowd of people and I can do it again and again and again. Oh, sorry, we're getting into the music. I was having a ball back here. Let's go to purple. Purple screen. So keep in mind, this screen right here is a very good screen. Oh, it's very good. And it's extremely dark. It's a very good gunmetal. But our gunmetal is darker. And because we can produce those high bright colors, that means we can generate a high white level too on top of that. So that means that when I go down to the form sites, I can show people that 5,000, 4,000, 2,000, 7,000, 6,000, 18,000, our technology can beat every single one of those certified screens. I'm going to kick my feet up here for a minute, just relax a little bit. My office, that's because that's what I do. People come in here, they see this. That's why you only get what you pay for it at the end of the day. You get your $60 paint, that's all you get. You should be getting far less than that. The fact that you match house paint, you should be in a $20 range right now. Probably roughly like 14, to tell you the truth. I'm loving this from here. Let's go over and let's get color changer, slow color changer. Slow color changer. Slow color changer. Where's that slow color changer at? Blue lighting. Is that? Remember that song from Moonlighting? That was a shot, wasn't it? That song, it was a shot. I'm watching that tonight, Moonlighting. That was a good show. Really good show. I loved it. Now see, let me explain to this Mr. Fernando if you can understand it, because I know you're in the room. Listen up, buddy. Now you see, we're in the max out zone. See my meters are not reading here because we have this much light in the environment. But if you notice, the multiple colors that are displaying on the screen next to the certified, our screen's putting up the more superior color on a projector that's not even calibrated, because we don't calibrate any of our projectors. They sit there on camera and say, oh, it's not calibrated. We heard you say it's calibrated. How do we know you didn't calibrate it or not? We're going to trust your word at the end of the day? It's not exactly easy to do, especially when you're subscribing things that have a yellowish tone in your videos when you're not seeing it. But anyway, as you can see, we're maintaining our color crystal clear from corner to corner to corner with no problem whatsoever. The projector cost me maybe $50. Ken, are you done yet? It's almost 2 hours. It's 2 hours right now. You're done crushing it. We crushed them enough. We came back out and debunked his videos. We came out here and we did the white surface, we did the splatter surface, we did the black paint, we did the certified screen. Are you done crushing him yet? Are you done? I must think about this. I don't know. I'm sure what the table bugs will do. With the table bugs, we can definitely crush them some more. He's mad. That's why he was in the room. He just left. He's mad. He's ticked off now. Now he's gonna go back to his pillow. He's gonna bite it. He's gonna hit it with his fist real hard. He can't. Hate it. I hate him. And his wife can go back and he's like, shut that freaking noise up. You got a problem with him. Make a better product to compete with him. Jamie, I know your family watches my videos. I know that. I know for a fact you do. Your family watches my videos and they see how superior my technology is to yours. And I'm pretty sure my name has come up probably at a few family get-together. Man, that guy over there on YouTube, that guy makes some screen paint. That stuff is freaking insane. His demonstrations are crazy. I guarantee you. And that probably burns you up. You probably should know his product's thick. He's a scammer at the end of the day. So like you got a whole lot of personal problems going on there. I should change this out. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out what to go with. Let's try 8K desired nature. I like that one right there. 8K desired nation. I just jacked it up myself. I had it perfectly, and I wrecked it. Oh, we got it anywhere right here. Wait. So if I say 8K nation, brings it up faster. What in cheese bar are we talking about here? That is unbelievable. Let's come over and get this makeup right here. Now, Jamie, you did this demonstration, right? You did, right? You did this on the P2, dark environment, Christmas trees like pushing out the back of the screen. You know, that's what you did, right? And you proved and stood on a standalone, no comparison, nothing whatsoever, and said, look how dark my contrast is on this going on my screen paint. Looks absolutely immaculate. Well, we come out here and do this demonstration, fully lit environment, meters don't pick up, projected across $50. You can do this on black 100%. Infinity one. No, I'm joking. This kind of Infinity one. It's possible. But anyway, still the government screen we did better than the screen we did. I'm tired of crushing him. Every single day we got to crush him. That's funny because I come out here and do this and I have fun with it, joking, have fun and everything. And he gets mad. Oh, you're not professional. No. Oh, so let me get this straight. So when I come out here and I whoop your behind and I'm laughing and I crush you completely, embarrass you on YouTube, now basically grant at the end of the day. Now, buddy, I can back it up. Enjoy the crushing. You're being crushed. Another accent I think I like, the Russian accent. Especially when it's broken English. It's beautiful. That's one thing I like about Lyft. I mean, all different kind of nationalities. And the first thing I hear is, my English is not that good. I'm like, no, your English is good. It's good. I can understand you crystal clear. That broken accent is beautiful. Oh, it's a beautiful accent. It's beautiful. Gorgeous. Don't ever let anybody tell you at the end of the day that your accent is just that and the other thing. Your accent is gorgeous. It is. I don't care what you're speaking at the end of the day. It's gorgeous. Have confidence in what you do at the end of the day. You get ignorant people at the end of the day, so we don't understand you. But we don't understand, we're going to kick rock somewhere. Because you know what you do? Speak in your language to them, see if they understand you. That's what you do. Don't ever get offended, because they're going to say, oh, but you're in America. That's bullcrap. I'm going to tell you right from the door. American Indians were here first. Let's backtrack some history real quick. American Indians were here first. They had their own native tongue. So guess what that means at the end of the day? They could have sat there and said, hey, if you want to be in America, you got to speak the language. There you go. There you go. All right then. So, people who speak another language, and if you're out there talking, and they don't like it, then you speak in your language. Make it uncomfortable for them. You got people that should respect you no matter what. America's a melting pot for everything, everybody. But mostly it was the Indians first. All right, let's get back to this. I can't stand when I hear people saying, oh, speak the language. You're not even speaking the language. Let's get it right. But that broken English, beautiful. It's a jealousy thing, that's what it comes down to. And get that exotic. Now keep in mind, if you're American and you speak English, guess what? You're considered to have an exotic tone, because when you go to another country and you speak their language, but it's a little broken, there you go. It's vice versa all the way around. It just sounds different because over there, they're speaking their normal language. You don't understand Jack. Here, we're speaking our English language, and they don't understand it. Back and forth. It goes both ways. Don't be ignorant and say speak your own language, because technically I'll say at the end of the day, well, you're not speaking the language here either. You speak Native American Indian? Mind you, there's a bunch of different types of tribes of Indians. Each one spoke their own language. So guess what? We're a little far behind. Let's keep it real 100%. I want that ignorant nonsense. Respect other people. Bam! Okay, people, we are done here. We had a little bit of talking about the, I like the different languages. I can sit there, my whole family is all mixed with different countries, and I sit back and I just listen to all the different languages. I find it quite fascinating at the end of the day. I find it all beautiful, all of it. Especially the food. Food is definitely beautiful. I understand people. When you got a family that's mixed with so many different nationalities, you get to try so much different types of food. It is unfreaking believable. And on top of that, you get to request things, you know? I got Irish in my family, and I get to request things like, what's the old school? I want the old school foods. The old school, back in the day, the ones you can't even buy. You can't say, I want that old school food. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it at all, period. It's beautiful. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Fernando, no message to you. I'm not mad at you. You gotta understand. We don't hate you, Fernando. We don't. You just do dumb stuff. That's all. I have to come out here and embarrass you like this all the time because, again, I'm going to defend my company. It took me years to build this. This is a blessing I got from my Lord and Savior. I'm going to defend it. That's what I'm going to do. Anybody's expected to do the thing, defend your company. But if you don't like the way I come at you, then don't open your mouth. Keep your mouth shut. That's what you do. Don't open your mouth, keep your mouth shut. But you don't learn at the end of the day. You never do. You never learn. You're like a guy who basically walks in the backyard and gets smacked with a garden rake at nighttime. And you know it's out there. You're just too lazy to go remove it. And you get up the next day and you get up that night to go check up, bang, and get smacked in the face with it again. Go, oh my God, feel that pain? And you go back and do it again and again and again and again because you just don't learn just to leave, go pick up the rake, put it into the shed, and then get smacked in the face with this thing every single night. And that's what we have to do. With the garden rake out there waiting for you to come out there. Smack you in the face. So, and if you think I'm being unprofessional, no, I have the right to have fun. Remember, I got a whole bunch of people ganged up on me. They ganged up on me. All those people ganged up on me. Every single one of them lost. Yes, they did. They lost. Every single one of them. Oh, shoot. I told you about that game I got. Man, I was playing it this morning. Oh, my goodness. That game is just like freaking Unreal Tournament. The maps, everything. Just like the game. And I'm playing some people overseas because usually I play at night. So, I'm on overseas servers. And man, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. I've been looking for a game just like Unreal Tournament for so freaking long, and finally got a game that I like. Oh, goodness, I can't wait. I'm playing it right now. I'm gonna play when I get off this message. I can't wait to play. I can't wait for the gamer technology to come out. Now, Mr. Fernando, I know you feel for some strange reason that you feel that you are the king of gray paints. And that you were the one who started it first, but Mr. Fernando, I'm sorry to bust your bubble, but I was making gray screens far before you ever existed on a YouTube channel under the company Digital One Crystal Screen Paints. And under my products of gray screen paints, I was contracted globally. Yes, I was, Mr. Man. Yes, I was. My products had beta testers, the whole 9 yards, and my products sold for roughly almost around $300 a quart. Some of your product can never sell it. But at that particular time, that was the heyday of gray screen paint. No gunmetals out there, there were no black screens out there, it was just gray paint, that's it. There was nothing in the charcoal gray out there. That's where you would have did better there. Now, this time, we have tons of ambient projection, darker screens, gunmetal, all that stuff. Yeah, a gray screen doesn't survive well. It has to upgrade. That's why I said those of you that are making gray screen paint products, you're going to have to upgrade your products to much darker products. And with that being said, you're still going to have to, at the end of the day, what's the word for it? Do a ton of testing because you're going to have to be batch number verification. You're going to have to. Now, batch number doesn't mean you have to do my stuff in the day. Heck, I work different category screen. It means a batch number stands for that whatever you claim your product to be, you're going to have to back it up. You can't just make stuff up. Like Mr. Rogers over there in the land of make-believe, something made up something called range gain, which doesn't even exist, does it, buddy? Because I've asked you multiple times, Brian. You can't even tell me what it is, Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, won't you be? Please won't you be my neighbor? I rip people off every day. That's you, Mr. Rogers. Range gain range. That's the dumbest thing I've heard in my entire life. I remember in one of the videos real quick, he sat there and said, the goopity goo, he sat there and said, if you paint the screen a fifth time, it gets slightly brighter. I literally had you on tape saying that. You know that, right? So before you sit there and say and make a denial that I never said that, oh, please do that. Please get yourself an attorney and drag me into a courtroom and say, I never said that. I will pull out some documents on you, recording, showing that you actually did say this and we caught you saying it. You're going to look at your lawyer, you're going to look at you and go, well, this is an unfortunate turn of events. Because I'm the type of person who won't say anything to get to court. And then I'll open it up on you. And the case will be dismissed. And then you'll get a document, court order coming to you saying that, hey, guess what? You wasted my time. You owe me $500,000. That's why, with all the threatening letters that Mr. Portea sent to us saying that I will basically slap your candy blank with a lawsuit if you ever mention my name again. Who do you talk to like that at the end of the day? I mean, really, seriously. Does it work for other people? It don't work for us, but does it work for other people? I looked at that and never laughed so hard in my life. It was just the most hilarious thing. Oh, aren't you cute at the end of the day? Writing your freaking threatening letters telling me if I say your name one more time that you're going to sue me. Buddy, that was 4 years ago. And you're still doing dumb stuff that we can get you in. Where's your lawyers at? Nowhere to be found, right? Alright then. Ain't that so cute? We thought he was going to write me and threaten that with his wife, or I'm going to do this. I'm teach that Kenneth Bird a lesson. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, what for. I'm going to get myself my pen. I'm going to write him an interesting email letter. And I'm going to tell him what for. I'm going to use my words. And they're going to be big words. And he will know that I have power because I use big, big words. And I got to... Anyway, as we wrote that angry letter, 5 minutes room, on this old typewriter, the ones that have the whole country, you have to slide, like, comes back. It was in Frankly, striking the keys with the fingers of a vengeance, just tapping it in. Dear Mr. Bird, you have said my name for the last time. It was in there like really getting it in. I mean, he was so into that part. He had the whole cracking lightning in the background, had a candle flickering in the wind, you know what I mean? Had to do the old fashioned, you know what I mean? Just typing it. You will learn the wrath of my words. I dare you to speak my name again. You will be punished severely. I will make sure that you hang from the highest gallows. Guarantee you like that, weren't you? And we get it over here and we go, what the frick is this supposed to be? Man, let me use this as toilet paper. Dead serious, man. We just look like, what? This guy wrote all this nonsense in the day? Let's post it. Actually, I got your original email and I posted it. We got it. We found it. He sent to me, cursing me out. And she said, I have so much money. Good, you do have so much money. That's great. You do have all that, buddy. Because you owe me a couple $1 million. Because you did mention my company's name. And a container basically had a label that was supposed to represent my product. That you basically went on YouTube and slandered my product, making a statement that this was my formula and this is how it performed against your product. So guess what? I'm suing you. There's some other stuff too. Anyway. So. Mr. Rogers, the land of make-believe, please do tell us about the gain range. Tell us the story about the epic gain range. You'll be sitting around a forest fire, burning fire at a camp, and party will come out there and say, I will teach you and tell you the story about the epic gain range. Nature, it will tantalize your soul. So, once upon a time, there was a man called Mr. Rogers. Not the one on PBS, Mr. Rogers. And he came up with a genius idea that I would fool the people by telling them about something that doesn't exist. I would use my big words. I would put a chalkboard behind me and seem very, very, very intense with my words that they will understand that I'm not speaking bullcrap, but I'm speaking bullcrap to begin with it all. And I would speak this lie to the masses. I would tell them a story that I have discovered a great spray paint. A product that has the ability to be able just use 2 gains, even though nothing is added to it to complete the second game. And with this interesting technique of knowing how to push the roller ever so lightly and heavily at the same time, strokes going from the top to the bottom, to the side, you could achieve 2 gains on one screen at the exact same time. But wait a minute, how is that possible? Isn't there something that we put into it to change the alter of the formula itself to get it to alter the change? No. You could just technique of painting. Whether you go up or down or side to side or left to right, it changes the gain automatically. How is that even possible? Well, can't exactly tell you how, but I can tell you that it exists because my mind tells me it exists. Does that sound stupid or what? Oh wait, but there's more. I have a paint called the Goopity Goop and the Goopity Goop. Basically, if you paint the screen a 5th time, it gets slightly brighter. Do you have any theories to back up this claim by any chance? No, nothing at all. Not a thing. Nothing at all. Because it comes from me, and I talk with such big words, and I have a chalkboard behind me, and I write down on a little scrap pad about my science. People believe me. Because they don't know any better. Because I'm more intelligent than they are. That's you. I saw your part 8 science at the end of the day. That crap doesn't even make any sense. Question. What is a nuclear cold fusion device? There's 2 of them. Now, there's one that actually operates on a submarine. Submarines have nuclear energy, but they don't use cold fusion. There's 2 different types. Just like when you look at the gas that they use for basically for potato chips, they use one that's a gas, and the other one is basically more like a one is more explosive, one is not explosive. But I'm actually studying because I have the reactor over here. I'm studying cold fusion energy. And cold fusion energy, what you would think would have to do something with nuclear energy, it's not really nuclear energy. It's somewhat nuclear energy power, but it's a different type. Now I'm thinking that maybe it's the same thing they use for submarines. So submarines use cold fusion reactors, and they don't. They use something completely different. It's an interesting theory. You should study it one day. But you got your science up there. All right, people, we've had our fun, and we've had our jokes and laughs. There's enough with it right here. Cut it out, people. Cut it out. Comment down. Comment down. Comment down. Let's turn off the projector. I'm going to get back to this game over here real quick. Okay, just comment down, people. Comment down. Comment down. Comment down. Shh, 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 shh. And I know for a fact that the naysayers they're royal, they're upset, they're angry. Because Mr. Bird came on here, and what did I do? I kicked your butt again. The bedsheet nonsense? Please, give me a break. We tested all that stuff a long time ago. Who do you think started that? We started the bedsheet. We're the ones who started that. I painted over bedsheets and converted them. But that whole matching his paint, yeah, we did that first. Mr. Fernando, do you remember? And you went out there and you did a screen with a bunch of red lights around it. A ton of red lights. More red lights than you have in any of your videos. You know why? Because red lights can alter color. That's why. And he never did that demonstration again, ever. Yeah, it's more than one way to get you out of that hiding. I'm redesigning your paints. All your paints now, they're mine. They're mine now. I'm taking them now. All of them, they're mine. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to make them better than what they are. Because I know how to make them. We've had them here. There's nothing. Just if a shelf paint like Network Grade 773 can make that stuff, anybody can make that stuff. It's off the shelf. It's not that complicated. It just fools you by using these high-powered projectors in dark environments to make it think that it's more than what it is, but it's not. Oh, man. Oh, what am I going to do? I'll switch over here real quick. Let's get this up. Let's bust this area down real quick. Break it down. Now, your demonstration, Mr. Crow, right? Crow, Jamie, what am I going to call you something today? Right? Your demonstration, you showed off a art, supposed to be doing stuff, but it's our product, right? Trying to make our product with a tablecloth and whatever that mess is on that surface. I don't know if you were saying that in the yards or what you were saying in there, but so you saw in my demonstration, what did I do? I came out here, I did the side-by-side showing yours, right? Which didn't match ours in any way whatsoever. Your lights went on. Mine stayed on because we have to turn lights off, which means so you don't have FLE technology. And yours showed washing out. It showed improvement with the lights off, but it washed out. All right, so that shows it doesn't match your stuff. Then we came out here, we took the splatter screen and put it up there to have some fun with that for a little bit, which you did not do in your demonstration. Then I took a white surface and put it against my screen. And then I took a black paint and put it against my screen, which didn't match at all with snow levels or white. That was it all, period. Then I came out here with a certify. So did you do all that in your demonstrations? Because you claim to have mine? No, you did not. Well, look forward to a new lawsuit. Let's show you that we have that surface. All right, so there you go. So you didn't do any of your demonstration, but you claim to have mine. If you had my product, number one, it would have been dark, as you see right here. Number two, it wouldn't have made me take out when it's certified, so no problem. Number three, black paint would have matched it no way whatsoever. Number four, white surface could have matched either, even with the lights on or off. And number five, you would have never had to turn your screen off, ever. The lights off, never turn them off. Okay. Yes. No, just another desperate cry for help from Mr. Fernando. Now, again, this is going to cost you. I told you. So, I'm going to go down and file another set of charges against you, as usual. Stack that case up real nice and tight, and a big stack on you. And when they get ready for the first process server, I'll make a phone call to a friend of mine. He'll take care of it. Remember I told you about your words? We had this conversation about words, right? Careful how you choose your words, right? So, you felt the need to disrespect this man. He served our country, and you had the nerve to disrespect him. Right? If you thought it was funny, disrespect the serviceman. Let me explain something to you. He don't know you. He's never spoken to your point to you. If I'm talking to a man that served in the military, he's not being nasty with me, he's showing me respect, I'll give him some amount of respect right back. Because, you know, it is what it is. Respect. And he's not the kind of person that comes off disrespectful on people. He just doesn't. He's not that type of person. He gives everybody respect at the end of the day. Because he fought for our country. But you disrespected him right from the door. Said all kinds of nasty things about him. You don't have no respect for our military or anybody whatsoever. Mr. Fernando, you have no respect for nobody whatsoever but yourself. As I said before, you had every opportunity to come out of this nightmare, and you chose not to. You threw your own family under a bus. Your own family. He didn't even care about his own family at the end of the day. Had a nerve to get on that video talking about, he said some nonsense about he did all that for his kids. So let me get this straight. You committed multiple crimes, so many different federal charges against you. You did all that for your kids. That's what you said in the video. And we know the video went missing too also, but we have a copy of that video with your statements that you made, right? Yeah. I have no idea what your wife sees in you. I don't. But I guarantee you, she probably knows about your dirty ways, which she does, and she deals with it, which is sad at the end of the day. But I guarantee you, Mr. Fernando, the time you will spend in jail, I guarantee you 100% she will move on. Because she's going to get to thinking about how you didn't have enough respect for your own family that when you got a cease and desist letter from our lawyer to back it down, you didn't think nothing of it. You just kept on going. It shows you had no respect for your family at all whatsoever. You just get on camera and you make it like you do, but you really don't. Like, you know, you got on there and you talked about a family member passing away. We don't even know that's even true at the end of the day. Because why would you involve them in the schemes that you just did on that video? And you said things you shouldn't have said about other people's companies, but you want to add somebody who passed away on that. That doesn't even sound right. And I told you I saw when you laughed in the first minute of the video, again, nothing. Again, lies. Just nothing but lies from this guy. If a person did pass away in your family, I feel sorry for them that they basically got added onto that video. And that video also went missing because, again, putting back up these bigger and better things. Yeah, because something died, somebody died in your family, and you're going to sit there and say at the end of the day that, hey, look, I'm moving on to bigger and better things, this, that, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking about this for a few months and this, that, and the other. And we don't care if you stick around or not. We're just going to continue to keep crushing you, embarrassing you. But other than that, you made a big old speech to your fan base and then turned around and what happened? Came back out there and committed multiple crimes. Did the same thing all over again, right? Got it all recording, everything what you did, right? Okay. So, that means you lied. So who's to say you didn't lie about the family member passing away? And if you did, that is absolutely horrible. But then again, we watched this guy sit in his own house, apartment, and make statements that he moved. Who's going to believe you? So, I don't know how your wife deals with you, but I can tell you one thing for a fact, Mr. Fernando. Since you did go in and dig up, trying to find the address on where the copyrights were, the fact that you did dig those copyrights up, the fact that you did find that they did exist, when I say to you, Mr. Fernando, you're never coming home. I mean that. You're going to spend the rest of your life in prison. Because God has other plans for you, but yeah, you're going to prison. That's where you're going. And you're going to be sued for millions of dollars. And if you're able to get out, you'll come out broke with no penny to your name. And I guarantee you, the time you spend in there, people move on. That's what happens in life. They move on. Especially when they're the ones who triggered it all. They move on. And then she's a really special person at the end of the day. She feels that, you know what? Even though this man went out and committed crimes, great crimes against other people, and he was given multiple chances to back down, he didn't do anything. He didn't respect our family and our kids or anything, and just continued on with this madness at the end of the day. They end up in the situation. We got no form of income. He's gotten sued, and yeah, there you go. And some people are just saying, you know what, I'm tired of this Alice nonsense. It's time for me to move on. So you may be getting yourself in a divorce. It happens. Now, who wants to go through that environment at the end of the day? Some people, don't want them coming to see them when they get locked up. It's a very interesting environment to go through. They'd rather just have them just wait until I come out, or if I don't come out, then just the way it is. Just don't never come see me in that place. And now you're going to subject your family to come through that place and that environment at the end of the day because you were an idiot and you couldn't do what you were supposed to do as we told you to do it. They're not going to want to do it. They're going to move on with their lives. They're going to forget you. That's what they're going to do. They may come down a few times here and there because of the guilt, but after a while, they'll forget you. Yep. Because, again, consider the fact that if you had an option out, that's what makes it far worse. If you committed a crime, whatever, people commit crimes and then they go to jail and stuff like that. I did it. I went to jail. Okay. And we change while we're in there. Some of us change in there. We're not the same people anymore. And people will notice that when they come to see you, that things have changed about you and you're trying to be a better person. You've made a mistake and all that. And they keep coming down because they want to support you. They want to be there for you. They don't want to leave you isolated in that place. But when you had the option to get out of that situation to begin with, for it to never come up, to never put whatever your loved ones and family through that ordeal, then they're likely to hate you. So, along with crushing you today, I leave you some mental information. Let's see, doesn't work for me. He was out one ear out of the other. Doesn't work for him at all, period. What's the point? Sometimes, but I feel that maybe I keep preaching because maybe something may click in. So your last attempt to try to taint my blessings and try to steal my blessings has failed. And it just landed you in more hot water. That's what it did. That's all it did. You're not affecting my orders like you never have. My company's still here. Yours is not. That tells you all right there from the door. Let me see. Where is this other cord at? That's just one thing I noticed too. My monitor gets dirtier than my screen. My screen is literally cleaner than the monitor. Monitors collect so much dust. Oh, that's because of static, electricity, or whatever goes on with them. Collect a lot of dust. Now, where's that other piece? I just had it. This is a piece for that. Did we put it back in? No, it's right over there. Crushing you. You never learn. Let's go through the crushing. What happened to him today? He got the crushing. Crushing of a lifetime. We had to crush him. Crush him. Jamie, your website. Now, just so you understand is that if you decide to make up any website, anything, under this one, mind you, your company's under investigation, but you're scouring, they're looking for you. They're looking to see if you're finding any other websites, or you're doing this business in other places, and if other places come up, knowing you have this kind of activity that was popping off on this site, this is going to make it far worse for you. Not only are you a scammer, but you're scamming in multiple locations to try to rip people off. So that's Mr. Fernando's website. Down. Yeah. Now is it gone? Nah. It's disconnected from the server. That's it. It's still there. Technically, it's still gone. But there's things you can get to the server that no one can get access to. And actually, we can. We can actually go into Wix, and they can see if you're everything is up and going, and we can get screenshots showing that basically from their end that your white site was just disconnected. It's still technically there. There's really no place you can hide, my man. But that shows you right there. If his product works, he'd still be here. And if he sits here and says bigger and better things, we saw that freaking jacked up speech already. That guy came back and started trouble all over again. Well, we're behind his channel. We got his channel over here. Let me see. Website's missing. Look at this nonsense with the door. Now, look, let me show you something in this video right here. If you notice, if you look at this, right, see how dark it is in the environment? If light was really pushing through here, all this on the side of the wall would be laminated. Underneath his roof, there's a roof right here that blocks any light from coming in. So there's no real light coming in here. No, there's no sunlight coming through, buddy. Now, see this behind the back of the screen? Lights. See all these lights right here? That means there's no light hitting here. If these lights can generate in this environment, that means there's no lights in the environment. The environment is dark. I'm going to show you another thing, too. See the back of the door? The windows are fully shut. The curtains are all shut. Because you only have a little bit of light coming out right here from the corner, and that's where the curtains sit and meet and press against the wall. So you see how dark it is back here, and you look at the lights here, and you see where the roof is at. The roof is blocking the majority of the light. Probably roughly around 12 o'clock. Light's pretty much going to settle over here, as you see. And as he says, the light's splashing across here, you'll notice that you won't see any light. See, look, it's splashing across here. There's nothing hidden there. And in this corner, all you see is nothing but lights in the background. We're going to have to do this demonstration. Jamie, you got to go on blast again. We're going to point out here to go through your demonstration to break them down. You got to show customers what to look for. This is going to go on our other site, basically teaching you to watch out for bad paints. So let's begin. We'll be back. Got to break.